Top 8, we're back, we're ready. All the codes we claim, right, guys? It's nice to be back, though. 7 minutes without all you lot. I don't think I can hack it. Of course, I'm Crossmoon, joined today by Robin Roll for our top 8. All lined up now. We got 8 players duking it out for some big points. The 13-point players, also 1-point players, are all outside this bracket now. But of course, match reads on screen. Get those codes claimed before bracket ends. Ruzu, I know you in chat, bro. Get that code claimed.
Yeah, all we got was 22 left. We're over halfway done. Like that's the big effort. 21 left. Someone's claiming it as I'm speaking. That's it. We're over the momentous effort. It's just it's what, small fries now. 21 codes. It's nothing. 21 people. There is at least 150. The 182 people watching the stream right now. That's like I'm
near 10 times that. It's near 10 times that. I'm rounding up.
If 100th of the people watching, went and claimed them, we'd still have a few codes left, but still. And, 21 codes, no big issues. You see it on the screen. Like I say, production's already claimed it there as well. Just head yourself over to the Match Arena link, go claim that code. And I've never throw anything in my casting career, never pushed anything as hard as a Match Arena link. It feels like going all in on this.
Well, it's really hard not to be pushing it when it's free cash, right? Like, it's not as if I'm not pushing a pyramid scheme. I'm not pushing like an energy drink I probably don't drink. I'm pushing free money for the players. Like, I'd hope you'd want that. I'd hope you guys are happy with that. We'll wait and see as top 8 is all lined up. You've seen it here on the screen. Now we've got Alphen versus Linz for the Cammy Guile matchup. Dims versus Imstilldadaddy for my versus Juri. And of course, in the loser side, we're already seeing Teeny Tiny Tony versus KS Fang for the Zangief Kimberly matchup. And of course, Aries still waiting on their opponent as bracket 1 rounds out its losers side. We'll be starting from the top and we'll be going down. So I think we're starting Alphen versus Linz as our first game. We'll see if Alphen's up and ready to go. I know often he does take trips into ranked, but I think he's up and ready.
Gotta keep
in the lobby.
Up. Yeah. Keep hands warm. I get it. Yeah, no. And keep yourself. Got to keep that the positivity. Well, maybe you the double-edged sword, right? Because if you go on a bit of a losing streak in a ranked, is that what you say? Maybe you even just play the casuals. Just keeping your hands warm. Just making sure you can push the buttons.
Yeah, it's it's more of a double-edged sword than anything, because you'd be warming up for a matchup and you play some demon in ranked who's doing some crazy things. You play like Linz. It's like, okay, so the Guile player ran at me before and now I have to chase down the Guile. You've prepared for one matchup but you're playing another at that point. It should be good to see what
we'll see.
Up to.
Not too far away from starting. It looks like, do we have that? Okay, yeah, so it is like say that round behind here. Chico versus HSN. No result on that for me just yet. Wait for that one to come in to see who's going to be going through. But yeah, for the rest of them, we are set up and ready to go, it looks like, for everybody else. So if you're looking at this one, the players on the board, who are you favorites in there to take that grand finals win?
I mean, it's the top seed, right? It's Alphen. I'm expecting Alphen to be pretty set in stone for these sets. We'll see if it's on Linz, though. Because if it was between me, I'm thinking, okay, it's probably Alphen and it's probably Linz. And if people are not prepared for my matchup today, I reckon ISTD is probably going to be in that grand finals once again. Already off to a good start, though, is Alphen. Immediate corner against the guy who's happy to just prod away. Nice back throw against the drive rush. Keeping that corner position.
We'll see here. Yeah, going to be able to go in for another back throw there as well. The parry's coming out from Alphen. Perfect parry there as well. What's the punish into the spin knuckle spiral arrow? And it looks like we're not going to be able to get the grab off there, though, Alphen. So Linz was playing far enough away, was able to get a boom through. And Alphen now going to taking a big chunk of damage. And it looks like, how is he going to? He's playing a little bit more careful, yeah. Okay, I get it. The crasher coming through is going for the defense when you walk yourself in against the Guile, up against the booms. I get it.
Perfect spacing there from Alphen's call that stand like it gets the shimmy. That's the round. Lin's been quite tech heavy on defense. Very rare to see him tech so much. But Alphen caught on quick. Doesn't want to deal with the Cammy offense, it seems. That's why he's trying to tech to escape.
In here. Lin's going to be able to take his turn back, though, out with the booms once again. And Alphen just doing a little bit of fishing, it looks like, there. Seeing if there was anything that could connect into the level 1, though, from Linz. Decent chunk of damage. And now Alphen still going to be interrupted So even the overhead after the parry. Oh, this is big here for Linz, but there is going to be the ODDP coming out here from Alphen. Not going to be a full turnaround, though, as Linz keeps the pressure on. And now Alphen spiral arrowing back. Linz just keeping himself back. Yeah, the down back, the down back, the down back. This is the Guile that I'm used to seeing.
Alphen, gotta be patient, though. He's at low health. He might just want to... Careful with the spin knuckle. Reset. Okay, we're not going to see level 3 just yet. Get the knockdown. But any level 3, a raw one or in hit... Nah, he's not cracking. He's not cracking. This is the most patient Guile. You walk in range and he's thrown you that much. You go, I'm not moving. I am a statue.
They've got the spot. They're sticking to it. Like I say, it's Guile players, right? They build a nest. You know, they're in for the long haul in that corner.
They picked a hill to die on him, buddy. They were happy to do it. We're not moved. Nice bait, and that should be around here. Just a simple combo into level 3. Oh, we're doing the full optimals as well. We've been in the kill range since the start of the combo. But we get it. Alphen up game 1 over Linz. Even with some absolutely impeccable defense there. Some counter hits and some attempted escapes are going to cost you your life.
What's style going on there? Alphen, yeah, it's great practice. You know, like you say, you run through it every single time. Make sure that you are ready for it when it does count. You know, you make sure you have that muscle memory going. And Alphen, like you said, just running through the entire combo. Make sure he's still warmed up.
Now, we have seen Linz versus Alphen quite a bit, just generally inside European events. Recently, we saw it on Wanted. I say recently as if it was a month ago. We've already seen now Linz starting to abuse that close sonic blade. So he's setting up a little moving whirlwind in front of him. And Alphen's having a hard time against it. I'm wondering if Alphen's looks to how to call it out, because even in those sets, he was struggling against Sonic Blade. Yeah, trying to crouch light kick, not going to work out. Has to do like a medium DP to call it. Level 2 should be dead.
Spiral arms full up, not enough here, but Linz, I think he went for the throw, and there was just the immediate reaction there from Alphen to get the low and to get the kill.
Yeah, Linz is struggling quite a bit on defense, seeing a lot of situations where he's forced into a guessing game. It's very rare that a player does get in as often as Alphen's been able to into Linz.
The spin knuckle through. It's going to be able to get a big punish from this one, as big as a Cammy can get. Anyway, back into the corner here for Linz. So Linz, what's the game plan from this? We've seen, I think if we had a stopwatch here, going to be inside that corner more often than not over the 2 matches that we have seen from Linz. But again, even when he gets back to mid-screen, Alphen there with a punish to send them right back into the corner.
Yeah, Linz has been very odd with his turn take. We've seen him go immediately crouch jab into Sonic Boom. We saw Alphen already prepared to call that out. Maybe try a different way of taking his turn. Nice, he got level 3 here though, and he knows it. Straight to level 3. But you're going into last round of this game without super. Right, yeah. I'm happy we spent it to try and stay in the game, but Cammy with level 3 is so incredibly strong, and when you're at a super disadvantage, you may as well be playing this coming game at a 40% health deficit.
I love that. I forget who said it to me. It was someone from Fight Rise that, you're playing up against a fireball character as Cammy. If you're going to be, if they're going to be throwing out fireballs, you turn yourself into the fireball with the level 3, and it's such a big punish to come through. Like you say, that you just have that mind game. You have that mental over it, and it really tests the mental fortitude of whoever you're playing up against, or the discipline not to throw your random fireballs at you.
It is a lot of discipline as Guile, though, because that's your bread and butter. That's your main poke. You are a 2 special, man. You do the flash kick and the sonic boom. And when you're taking one away, it becomes much more tough than you expect. Alphen, already up a 2-game lead. Linz has been very much struggling in this neutral game. And also just on defense, Alphen has been happy to just dance around in front of Linz, relatively uncaring of like a crouch medium punch.
Yeah, you see a flash kick. Really nice one to come through here, and the throw. So Alphen going to be closer to the corner here, but again, going to be able to check the drive rush in here, and Linz to try and play at arm's reach, just try and be able to react to the dive kicks, to the drive rush ends here from Alphen. And Alphen, he's going to slow down his play, it looks like he's going to look for his window to try and get himself in, but Linz with the drive rush into the back throw, and once again, going to be able to get the full Nelson out here onto Alphen, and Alphen locked into the corner.
Nice air throw! What? No escape with a forward jump. Linz tossing them back down to earth. Surprised Alphen didn't go for a dive kick there, but Linz was prepared to call anything and everything.
Yeah. And, okay. Linz with one on the board. Is he able to get himself a set on the board here? Yo, he has to get himself one of the matches on the board. It looks like Alphen taking a big punish once again, low on the drive, and with that level out here from Linz. Alphen's going to be fully burnt out here, and Linz, this is going to be where he loves, yo. They just absolutely love to sit with the loops. Does he get enough for the kill in this corner? It's one more interaction, one more anything from Linz, and will be able to lock down his first win. It looks like with the baby booms, is it going to be enough? It looks like it is going to be. Great, perfect game coming out here for this round, and Linz, yeah, one on the board.
Checkmate there from Linz. That burnout was super crucial. Alphen being a bit too heavy on the parry, and now paying the price for it. See if it's enough for Linz. If Alphen will slow down his parry usage, it's a good tool, but it's just not been working out for us the way Linz has been constructing his offense.
Yeah, and you can see here that, again, Alphen trying to play it right, but really nice flash kick coming out here from Linz. Another drive after Sonic Boom. So what's he going to try and do from this here, Alphen, with it being back on his turn? Okay, just trying to back out. Linz happy to back himself into this corner. And again, Guile, the only character I know in the entire game roster that likes to sit himself back and walk himself back into the corner purposefully.
I don't appreciate it that much, though. With this corner position, you can't space those buttons. You see Alpha playing around that super well because he knows Linz wants to press that forward heavy kick to stop the constant harassment with Walker Crouch melee kick. Forced to immediately act. Alphen calls it out. Now at set point once again. Like you're saying, he likes to put himself in the corner, and it's true, but you can't be doing that the full game when Alphen is taking that corner, actually abusing the lack of space you can give yourself.
Okay, Linz trying to get himself in, falling up now, and it looks like Alphen, okay, tries to go in with the knee here, Linz. But again, Alphen playing the spacing game really nicely. Well, he takes the door kick to the face, and Alphen just, okay, learning his lesson, backing himself up and looking, like, is this opening even going to come here for Alphen? Really nice on the tech throw. But Linz keeping up the pressure this time, and it's going to be Alphen's turn in the corner and Linz's turn to pick up another round.
Alphen's basic game, he said, was quite good, but it's being abused now from Linz. The light boom spacing that Alphen's forced to stand at to try and force a whiff punish is giving Linz this free light boom into drive rush pressure that Alphen just can't seem to stop. But if we keep up close like we are doing now, Linz have a bit more of time. Nice buffer, straight to level 1. Can't get a side switch here, but does get a safe jump.
Yeah, and Alphen gonna be, I mean, he's got that level 3 bar in his back pocket if they need it here. But again, Linz just happy to play around the guard, happy to play around the blocks go just into this corner and look. But Alphen's going fishing. He's getting something. There's a little nibble on the line, but is he gonna be able to reel it all the way in? Because Linz gonna be able to get another flash kick, and it's gonna be one more interaction. It looks like for Linz to be able to close out and get this second round, get this second game on the board here for himself, and even it up between themselves and Alphen.
Nice anti-air. Level 2's not going to go through it. No. Oh, he got over the top. Won't be anywhere near enough to kill. But what an incredible escape from Alphen. I thought the level 1 hit completely, and that is going to be enough. The level 2 clutch. You rarely ever see it used to dodge anything because you don't have any invincibility coming down. But it hit a perfect angle to avoid level 1. I thought he was done. I thought he was done for.
Absolutely. Yeah. I thought he was jumping into his doom there. And yeah, being able to get the jump over, I don't know who was more surprised, me or Linz coming through into that. Because again, it looked like it was going to be enough to lock down that round.
Just great awareness there from Alphen. Managed to make it work, threading the needle, and with that, threads his needle into winners finals, facing the winner of his coming set. Dims versus ISDD. We'll see if Linz can get anything going that loser's side. It's been one of the best showings in Europe recently, but he hasn't had the results in the set and reset to show for it. Of course, top 8 is incredible showing for him, but these top 3 spots have been kind of eluding him as these weeks have gone on.
Yeah, it is still points on the board, and it could be, if you get yourself through, because there's only 2 weeks left, you're going to need every point you can get here. So still points on the board, and if you can go even further, maybe able to get more out, but they're still going to be nice. It's still going to count, towards his progress, and it's going to be mix-up first coming through. Not this weekend, the weekend after, if you're looking to pencil that one in onto your schedule. But the big one that everybody's playing here for this week today, it is the UFA qualifiers. Those points, they're going to be absolutely massive going into the last couple of weeks, so you need to get as many on the board as possible. But don't forget, everybody, mix up EWC qualifiers, UFA. It's going to be the Capcom Cup qualifiers. So there's still, again, time to register for both, and some pretty big prizes to play for there on both events.
Yeah, if you're just looking for like the dosh, these are pretty good for you to be traveling off to. It'll cover it if you're winning it, but of course, we don't go to events for the W. We don't go to events for the cash because we instead go in for the crack.
Yeah,
we're
the good times.
The CRAIC, the good times we're having there. Yeah.
So, looking through, has the lower bracket hasn't started there yet? Are we still waiting? Is it just higher bracket or is it not updated?
I don't know if the losers game has finished yet, but we're going straight into one. ISTD up against Dims. My versus Juri. Let's see how Dims handles it. Oh, drive rush into an immediate fan. Spin all that meter to get an immediate corner.
Yeah, and I know we talked about Juri being very drive rush, greedy here, but it feels like Mai is the one, if there's any character in the game that is just gulping down that drive rush, it's the Mai. Even every interaction, it feels like using 1 or 2 bars, and yeah, ISTD straight into that burnout here, so not going to be able to react to the DI, and it looks like Dim's going to be able to get out on top, a decent amount of damage finishing off with the pinwheel, and Daddy looking to respond, but going to be hit by the fireball here, so going to be carried out into that corner, and not going to be able to get the DP there either. Dims, he had the mind games. He gets the check on every single one on ISTD. Dims says, I'm coming for that top spot, and you're not going to stand in my way.
I'm glad Dims is very happy just to weather the storm into ISTD, right? It's not been too worried about letting ISTD spend all of his meter. Like, okay, I'll take an OD fan, it's fine. I'll wait for the drive rush to happen, it's fine. Because I'll abuse the burnout to get back into my game plan. Big conversion here. Straight to the corner.
How's ISTD going to wake up for this one? It takes a pinwheel to the face, trying to get the jump out, and Dims plenty of life bar to play around with. Hits another pinwheel here as well. Okay, the dive kick out, and I've seen DD do that a few times today, using that dive, the dive not to try and connect onto, get the turn back, but using it to get out of the corner, because if the angle of the dive, it sends you about halfway through the screen, halfway over the screen, and it does feel like one of the safer options to get out.
Yeah, it's been working out, but unfortunately, it's not the best in terms of recovery. So if the player's on the ball and is not committed to try and anti-air you, as we've seen from Dims, just walk up and punish you. Minus frames at the DP, Shade of Street Fighter 5. Your diving escapes, my dive kick calls it out. Dims working around here, but goes to the wrong DP. Pinwheel not cutting it. ISTD can attack the drive gauge now. Doesn't need to weather a storm because you just keep throwing the OD fireballs.
Yeah, and
not dead yet.
DD, is he able to finish the job here? Didn't have the level 2. It wasn't built quite up just yet, and it looks like Dim's going to be able to take the turn back, drive rush in, but he's going to cut in it a little bit short. Should be able to and will lock in this round in the second set. And
that goes low.
Yeah, building the sets here, building the charges from Dims into that parry, and DD not going to make a move from this one, so the drive rush into... Again, just another great punish for Dims, and we'll see how Daddy's going to respond to this.
Nice DP again. Some great antis, and Dims happy to make trades with the fireballs every single time to ISTD. Yeah. OD fan comes through, even though you can walk back now, you don't make much distance. And every button he's pressing, the overcommitment from ISTD in the neutral game is being punished so heavily by Dims. I really want to see him just boil the game plan down to just the OD fireballs, giving us so much space. We can just bully with just that. Pressing all these buttons has been that downfall.
And the DP comes through here from DD, so let's see, charge in, tries to go for the low select, and it looks like, well, the throw going to be teched out here from Dims, and again, one more interaction, the dive kick, it's going to be enough. DD with a throw fan over, and yeah, the instant punish coming through. It's almost like Dims knows that's what Mai's like to do, and had the immediate punish coming through.
Yeah, that's a 2-0 lead from Dims. Might see ICD switch over to the Guile now as his original character, but he has been thoroughly set on just Mai. But he does tend to switch when things aren't going his way back to the Guile he's been playing all the way since 2009. What's he there now? Locking General's army.
Yeah. Is it going to be to get the lock-in? Because this is for, it's not for tournament life, but it's definitely for upper bracket life here. So DD making that choice to swap it over. And it looks like, again, is he going to be able to play this one a little bit better? Is it going to be, the difference in play here? Just trying to play defensively, look to fish out on any punishes that Dims is going to be thrown out. He's
managed to work out so far, but immediate corner, we don't have the defense that we need to keep us there. OD fireball, nice flash kick. I should force him full screen, but he's happy. He's chilling. He does not need to approach you. Still has a bit of a life lead. He can maintain it quite easily.
Yeah, that's
OD fireball.
My favorite game to play up against the Guiles. He gets the eye through that one. Is he going to have to close out the around as well? Because DD's burnt out. It is a really clever play there from Dims.
Yeah, the DI perfectly timed caught the early fireball from ISDD. Cross doesn't work out. Committed to the wrong button. Dim's already a big drive deficit, spacing deficit, and not able to commit to these drive rush cancels because of how low on meter we are.
DD gonna try and okay, there's gonna be a jump over grabs. Gets him with a grab though, and it looks like with the bazooka knee in here, Dim's gonna be in a really hard position, and that's gonna be DD. If he picked up at least one round, can he close out the set though?
Oh, dome broken right at start. Doesn't get the perfect flash kick though. A big damage drop for ISDD. Still gonna do a grip, don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
that might come back to bite him. Not able to get that perfect with level 3 inside of Dims. If he moves any closer, can likely use that level 3 anti-projectile option to go through and attack ISDD's drive gauge.
Okay, we'll see here as Dims he's trying to play around the fireball, the charge out, but not quite coming through. And DD not too far away from knocking this one. Can he get on board? He can. The flash kick comes out, and that's going to be at least one set here for DD. Going to be still one behind Dims, but a good showing, and maybe this guy the answer to all of that Juri aggression.
I'm surprised how aggressive Dims has been with a forward jump. We found a few through, but we've yet to show a single neutral jump to let that fireball go away without having to commit to moving into that flash kick threat range. And playing perfect parry simulator with this character, I don't know how to break it to you, it's not fun. Not fun! Sometimes not even worth it, especially these far ranges, you're only maintaining a drive situation. You need more than that to get in.
Yeah, and is he going to be working? Yeah, how do they work in from this one, Dims? He's just happy to try and go for the parries, but it looks like Daddy behind, he's just going to be able to, slowly walk himself into this one. Dims going to be locked down in that corner, just taking so much pressure from these boom loops.
We're just letting the fireball game happen. We've not seen a single neutral jump, and it's just too early on that one. You need to let him go off the screen, because if you just let him get into the rhythm, and don't break it up, you're just going to see 40 more seconds of ISDD throwing boom after boom after boom. We watched Alphen have to deal with this way back at this release of Street Fighter 6 with his own Juri against the Kainu, and it just wasn't easy to approach. You just have to neutral jump. We've not seen it from... We saw one from Dims, didn't work out. We decided it's not the game plan. And there's the 7 golden letters. 79-second perfect. How often have you seen that?
He's paid for the full 99 seconds. He's going to use the full 99 seconds. Full benefit here from the money that he's paying for the round timer. It looks like level 1 coming through here. Sends Dims back into the corner this time. What's the answer going to be for Dims? It's not going to be another 80 seconds of this, right?
I don't know how to bring this to you, Rob. I feel we may be in for at least another game of just this, but we found a whiff punish! Oh. We're in! ISD stopped the boom game for a second, and we finally got our opportunity. We're just waiting for a flash kick now. With how aggressive Dims has been on the jump, see him holding that down back, waiting for a flash kick.
Goes for the overhead here. DD trying to slowly but surely work it back into that corner, but Dims has other ideas on the board, and it's now going to be Daddy. Gets that flash kick off, though. And now, we're going to go back to the full screen boom loops. I mean, Daddy, no. Gets the driver rushing into the overhead and just finishes it off. Maybe Dims not aware of that one, because again, brain melting out of his ear because they're just so used to the booms, and it keeps Daddy aggressive, being able to get that driver in when it's least expected.
When you're focused on trying to pivot parry, you just can't keep the focus on blocking that overhead. Even if it's 20 frames, it still finds its way through.
Yeah,
big whiff punish from ISD.
I know I was complaining about the JP minigame before, but at least that's a game that you can play. Dims, he just has to kind of hold back and just keep his finger on the parry button. It feels like you're up against Guile.
Oh, big punish. ISD not paying attention too much to the whiff timing. Oh, that's whiff punish. Expected the drive rush there, it seems, that OD fireball, or the OD flash kick. Just needs one last tap. Crouch Minky to overhead. The control from ISD has been great. I don't think we've seen a combo longer than 3 hits, and frankly, you don't need to.
Are we counting the booms as combos? Is that
That's the 18,000 hit combo from half screen?
I mean, if it's connecting, and it looks like Dims, you know, it's gonna be straight into. I mean, it's gonna be this Dims now with the Feng Shui engine coming through. His turn to get a bit of punishment out and keep DD on the defensive. What's he gonna be able to do with this one? It looks like DD really being locked down underneath. And that's going to be more than enough for Dim to close out that round with the Feng Shui engine.
With crouch me, he can get the flash kick, just trying to break minds here as ISDD. So low, so his turn back. But you know, it's with IC on defense, you take quite a big. Also, the jump back, just a way to give up space. He's happy to go back to a neutral position, even if he's given up a lot of space, because of how relatively safe it is for Guile to be in that corner. Of course, flash again, can't drive rush against the jump back, just gotta work slowly in.
I mean, why? Oh, the jump over there as well. I think he went for the air grab there. Doesn't connect out, so now it's going to be back to mid-screen. It's going to be back to just the backup here being held by DD to get himself into another corner. Flash kick comes through, but yeah, why would you play such a low-tier character like Mai when you have a top-tier like Guile here and just does so well?
Bait used to be believable. Nice look at the overhead, but too far away to punish. Oh, you're gonna feel the Dims there. Couldn't get the light kick to reach, and ISD with the clean reverse 3-0 after switching to the Guile. Dims just didn't know how to approach that matchup at all, it seems.
Yeah, and maybe got to get that practice on the board, and DD being able to lock it in, so that's going to be even more points on the board for him there, moving through into the winner's side of the top 8. And it's still not over. You know, there is still going to be the loser's side coming through for Dims, but for now, you want to be in the top for as long as possible. You want that extra life, and it is going to be a drop down, unfortunately, there for Dims.
Yeah. We'll see if he can make the Juri work in the side. It's been very, very strong, surprising how much control he had over the Mai matchup. But no control in the Guile one. As soon as it was taken to a slow, painful game, couldn't manage it. You have to go back and look at those replays, think about how you're approaching the matchup from a overall standpoint, because there wasn't any executional errors really here. It was just game plan focus, right?
Yeah. Do you think that DD, does he hang on to this Guile going forwards here? Because it's going to be up against Alphen, or are you swapping back over to the Mai for the Cammy matchup?
I believe what we saw previously was that ICD beat Alphen with the Mai. Yeah, right. So you're seeing here 100% win rate with the Mai into ISDD, into Alphen. So we will be seeing the Mai come back, as Alphen just couldn't get anything in hedgeways against ISDD in the previous event I was on. So I think we will be seeing Mai versus Cammy. The Guile is just there nowadays. It's a last-ditch effort, I believe. We stick with Mai, and then we switch to Guile when we need to.
It's a safety blanket, right? You go back to something, you know, comfortable and familiar when you need it, but you're going to have the Mai, like you say, like rocking that one in the top spot here. Okay.
We'll wait and see. We'll let these players get in the lobby and get ready to go as we start off, I believe, immediately with our winners finals, as we let losers side catch up. We won't be streaming the losers side round 1. We'll be catching up in the losers quarterfinals. Yeah.
And it is Chico versus Ares. It looks like the losers round 1, and then it's Teeny Tiny Tony versus Fang. So yeah, there's still a match in the losers round 1 to go. But don't forget, everybody, it's on your screen right now, UFA and the mix-up. Mix-up coming up not this weekend, the weekend after. Still, you know, the last little bit of time here to register, get yourself over. It is going to be EWC qualifiers here for Street Fighter, and then AWT qualifiers there for Grand Blue, Guilty Gear, and I do believe EWC there for Tekken as well. So some big games on the board that you could play up for if you've got, you know, the next weekend free, weekend after free. And UFA, you know, everybody's here to play for the points, but if you just want to register yourself, you can head yourself over to the UFA website there as well and get yourself in on UFC happening in mid-September.
Of course. Maturino codes. Claim the codes. 19 left. Yeah. Maturino. I'm going to keep saying it, so you claim the codes. Come on. It's free, buddy.
Over halfway done. Why are you still sitting around here? It's 19 codes left. You can make 19 alternate accounts before now and the end of the bracket. Get all those codes claimed.
Naming and shaming time. Who in the bracket has not claimed? I know Tony's claimed. I know I saw Chico's claimed. Joxero claimed. Ruzu. Did you claim the code, Ruzu?
There goes another one. Just
there we go. Yeah, people are noticing. Okay. I don't think Alphen's claimed. I don't think Tony's claimed, which is good. We've got... It's mad. Tony ISDD hasn't claimed. Aries hasn't claimed. Fang might have claimed. I think they go under a different name on this. Linz hasn't claimed. All I'm saying, you guys are in top 8. Don't want the moolah.
What are you doing? What are your priorities? You know, I get it's not on the screen. You've got to have that object permanence, but it's on the screen now. Yo, you have the time. You have the downtime. Go click the code. We are mostly done. 18 codes left. Who doesn't have at least 4 or 5 emails these days? You know, log in, claim it, log out, claim it. 18 codes left. 2-3 people. Easily done.
Just claim your code, guys. Just do the code only. Get in. Do your single code. Bounce out. It's nice and easy. It's all you need to do. And I'm seeing, people coming in, getting that single code claimed and moving on out. Thank you, Cherubel. Yeah, it's from the Semi stream as well. Shout out to Semi for the big 108 raid. Hope the stream went well with that Ryu. Just click on Escalade for Batcherino in chat. Follow the link. Click claim code. You might be asked to log in. Just connect your Google account and claim that 25 cents for free.
Yeah. I mean, everybody here has a Twitch account. You can log in with Twitch. You know, easily done.
Yeah, people coming through today. Thank you all for listening to my rambles. Ruzu, you're gonna claim. I'm gonna change everyone's name to Tony, so that's less specific. So you have to claim a code. I'll let you argue with this. Got people just like, I only claim if my guy wins. So if you claim, he probably has more incentive to win, right? Like the money's already there. What if you forget later? Your internet goes down. Might as well do it now.
You're taking money out of the hands of the hard-working players here. You got to turn up, show your support, not only in viewership, but claiming the code as well. Such an important job you have as a viewer. In fact, I'd say more important than what the players have in terms of, priority, because you're the one providing the money for the players. The players just have to turn up and play a video game. You are the one providing that prize pool. So get yourself over, click that Matcherino code.
Absolutely right. Against the set, I think. How are we doing for production side? Have we got our game ready to go? Because of course we'll be carrying on to winners through winners side to see Alphen versus ISDD. As Lose side's already cleaned up. Yeah, we're seeing KS Fang take it over Teeny Tiny Tony 3-1. Ruzu, your man's out.
No code from Ruzu.
Come on, man. You gotta claim it now. He won in your imagination bracket. How about that one?
Yeah, imagine if you had claimed the codes. He would have won. You didn't provide that motivation. And it is going to be the Mai coming out here from ISDD into Alphen's Cammy.
Oh, nice, perfect parry. A misinput there, though, from ISDD getting out that heavy elbow.
Yeah, what's this corner game going to be here on the Mai? I mean, again, we've already seen him punished once out, so just looking for the backdash. Nothing coming through from Alphen. And Alphen, I think, all night, we've seen him be so patient. He's waiting for ISDD or anybody that he is playing to kind of punish themselves effectively.
Nice block. Okay, just going for the jump. You see ISDD quite a lot. We'll go for an OD fan. Just use it as a free jump-in opportunity. You can use an anti-air option to go through it, but I've been struggling.
And see here, it's going to be, again, the drive coming in. It's going to be the full conversion combo coming out with the bar from Alphen. He has to spend it all, but he does get the round win on the board.
Nice walk under, but only going for a back throw. No trip guard punish. ICB much more passive in a neutral game now, only pressing those heavy buttons as Alphen looks for the whiff punish and is relatively just focused on that whiff punish game. Oh, good air throw!
Good throw, good throw. Still going to be in the corner, though, trying to get himself out with the drive rush, but it's going to be the OD coming out from Alphen, just keeping DD locked in there. Okay, Alphen back up to the mid-screen now. Drive rush coming through, but once it turns the tides, it's going to be into the level 3. Is this enough? It's going to be able to get some drive bar back, at least here for Alphen. If it's not, I don't
we were in the blue. Nowhere near enough. If you're in the blue in a combo, chances are level 3 is not going to kill. -4, it's a level 3 ISDD, man. We gotta We gotta stop with that. I understand.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
I respect taking the chance. You know, you've got not a lot of life left. You're just gonna go for the the big whammy, but it doesn't pay off this time.
Nice bait on the parry. I see defense being blown up quite a bit by Alphen.
Looks like the punishment. No, the low, so the Riembu doesn't connect, and now Daddy gonna be forced back into the corner. Spiral Arrow is gonna take him and not a lot of life left here. Does he spend a level 1 into this one? Doesn't need it. Just goes in, gets the great punish from the Spiral Arrow, and takes another round on the board here.
I see really struggling in this neutral game. I'm surprised not started going for the fireballs again. They were working out pretty well earlier, but we're seeing that ODDP coming through from Alphen, calling out any attempts. Shimmy again. Oh, that's going to be the big yellow stamp on this round.
Yeah, and again, Alphen looking to speedrun his way through the bracket. It looks like, yeah, I mean, you called him out as the favorite. He's just doing work. It looks like every time we see him on the screen.
He's going for a high score. He wants that 250. He's been showing up doing relatively consistent. After having a real struggle with ISDD's My previously, able to show up today, already have a 2-0 lead. Even the Guile is not something ISDD wants to switch to. Does not feel comfortable, especially with how Alphen was handling the Guile previously.
Yeah, and see if TD has an answer back here. If it's going to be the clean sweep coming through from Alphen, playing this one fairly clean. It looks like, and not letting DD into it at all so far.
Oh, just holding the parry, finds a hit, but Alphen closing on that burnout. ISD's managed to get it. Yeah. This next hit, you see Alphen getting hit on purpose, trying to avoid a burnout, give him a free DI, and this might just be enough for Alphen to keep a big drive advantage and force IC in a dire spot. We're going to see level 1. Delay offense, try and call out level 1. I like the idea here from Alphen. Level 1 should be there, but he's not going to spend it. Needs one last mix. Wake up, crouch peeking. It's going to be a ton of scalings. Nowhere near enough to kill.
But it does bring Alphen back to lower health now, but Daddy with a chip, it's going to be enough here. The DP comes out, and Alphen gets another one.
Nice stuff from Alphen using that drive rush cancel to call out these back jumps we saw from ISDD. We saw it on his Guile, we saw it on his Mai. The drive rush buffers mean that when ISDD tries to escape, we can still chase down with a drive rush DP.
Really nice, yeah. He gets to dive through full combo onto that there as well, trying to chase down the parry into the throw. So Daddy taking a big chunk of damage here, and it looks like Alphen in the corner. How is he trying to escape this one? Gonna go for the jump over, does get the jump over into the Spiral Arrow, the wake up ODDP coming out from Daddy, and Daddy only needs one more connection, but there's gonna be the drive reversal coming through, and Alphen has the bar, gonna be able to get the DP in now as well. No, the DI! It doesn't connect from the jump over, and Alphen is one sliver of health away from giving up this round, but the perfect parry comes out. Does he have... Okay, side switch. Is he going to be able to connect now into the super? The ultimate comes out, and the ultimate round pickup here from Alphen, closing this one out and sending DD through to the losers clean.
I can't believe the hooligan overhead managed to find its mark. I think ISD's super afraid of getting hit by a grab, so just stayed crouching. Wasn't ready for the overhead cancel. Great stuff there from Alphen. Such an incredible perfect parry anti-air to try and get that back throw, get the corner started, or the side switch even. Very, very well played from Alphen. Securing his spot in the grand finals on the winner's side. We'll see who gets their chance to kick at the throne, as losers is ready for us with Linz versus TB Fang coming up next, while Ares versus Chico rounds itself out.
And that is a lock-in on the points. Second place, 75 points here from Alphen. He is top of the leaderboard anyway with 126. So going to be locking him in, like say, the 200 points. Should be able to keep that top spot. He's definitely going to keep the top spot for another week, it looks like. And we'll see if he's going to take that top spot all the way through into the full UFA qualifiers.
Yeah. Obviously, a long way to go on the loser side. The points only ramp up as we go along, so that's it's going to be getting dire on that loser's side. It always is dire on the losers. This is the land of the sharks, even in early bracket, but now it's just killer on killer on killer. Yeah. Let's get going with it then. Have we got both Linz and, of course, Fang in the lobby for the Kim versus Guile matchup? Now, I think Fang's pretty set in stone. Both of these players are pretty set in the top 16 right now. right? With Linz and taking that 6th place spot and Fang being consistent, making it 24. Because seeing brackets means he's managed to make a lot of points each week, but he wants that big dosh. You're not playing around in later weeks on hoping you don't get outplaced in a lower half.
Yeah, because it does only take you want to get those points, because if you are hanging around the 30, the 40 points mark, it does only take one bad week for you and one exceptional week for somebody else to knock you down. So you do want to get yourself, like you say, get those points secured. But there is plenty of people below him just yet that will be getting knocked out before him. So yeah, Fang gonna be, where is he? The 9th with 24. Do we see Linz as well, 6th with 47? Linz. Yeah, so a decent buffer, a decent cushion for now.
Obviously, we're already in the top 8, so these are just playing to ensure you get a good grip of points tonight, so keep yourself up.
Yeah.
I think I would be happy with the points, but you're never going to be happy with the result, right? You want to try and get... Everyone's shooting for the 1st place spot. I don't think anyone's gone, man, I'm real happy that I came 5th.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you come in 4th, you get your toaster, and that's some people are happy with that. But most people, they're like you say, they're gunning for that top spot, and after that, who even remembers who comes 2nd or below?
It's the only time people remember who came 2nd and below is when it's stuff like Evo 1.37, when the tournaments remembered not for the result, but for what happened during it. Right.
I will tell you one event where somebody was happy, maybe years on, to come in 3rd place. So this was a Dota event in China. It was only a small one. It was like, local Southeast Asian teams. 1st place got 50,000. 2nd place got something like 10,000, I think it was. 3rd place got 5 Bitcoin.
Yes, this happened during a Smash event as well, where lower placed players got Bitcoin back, but it wasn't worth much.
Yeah, and
if you hold on to it, it's worth
pounds. Yeah. So playing the long game on that one, somebody came out the winner coming in 3rd place.
Look, there's no Bitcoins here tonight, though. I'm not coughing up any Bitcoins, but I'll be coughing up some cash for you lot by claiming those codes. 10 left, more than 10 people. Come on, I know you're in chat. Just claim your code. Give me. Who said me? Give the players the free money.
Yeah, it doesn't
come to us. Left.
Yeah, it goes over to, you see here, like you say, only the 10 left. Surely there's 10 people in chat. Head yourself over to the Matcherino link that is going to be coming up. It's just exclamation mark Matcherino. I can do it myself. Fine, I will do it myself, as we should be able to get ourselves into full codes claimed if we get 10 more people. Down to 9 now. Single figures of people to claim this code.
Just claim your code. It's not that difficult. I've seen ISTD in chat. He's entered the bracket, but he ain't claiming the code. I know how it is, man.
That's what I say. It comes down to object Matcherino. Every time it's on screen, we get a few more people claiming it, down to 7 people now. It's that easy.
Why would I want to add free money? I just don't get it. What is money? What is money? I don't get it. Why would I?
Again, as a starving artist, I wouldn't know what money is. I live off the goodwill of other people.
See what's left on Too Good To Go for my meal. That's stuff we're working with.
Yeah, that's my tea for the night.
Ooh, Greg's leftovers. My favorite.
Only slightly cold.
Only a little bit. The microwave will save me.
Yeah. I'm fancy with it. I got myself an air fryer, so you get those cold sausage rolls.
It's from like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
I have an air fryer in my house. My housemate owns. That is sorcery. The air fryer is sorcery. I put food in it, comes out hot. Don't know why it's working.
No,
don't know how it works.
It's just how does it make things warm?
I'm asking these questions as well. I just don't know. But game getting started. Linz up against Fang. Oh, nice.
I wonder if Linz wants to live in that corner here, because again, the cans coming through from Fang, they are an absolute war crime. You put 2 under to Linz here. Is he really going to be comfortable sitting on those in the corner? As okay, Fang, he's going to take a little bit of damage here. Linz doing work to get out of that corner this time.
Yeah, Linz being a bit more aggressive in this matchup, simply because you don't want to give the corner to Kimberly, not necessarily just for cans, but also prevent her from going for the stand heavy, but just a run.
Yeah.
Over and over again, because you can't move and try and whiff punish that button as easily as you'd hope, because there's no back walk for you.
Yeah, this definitely feels like unmovable object versus unstoppable force. You know, you have the character that loves to sit in the corner over the character that loves to sit you in that corner here, as Linz does break himself out of that one, gets that first round on the board.
Really odd choice to go for the light elbow there from Fang. Tried spacing it, but didn't have the perfect spacing down. Backing away, waiting for that whiff punish, just not coming.
Yeah, we'll see here. Fang has the opening. Is he going to be able to put Linz in this washing machine? The can goes down. It's going to be down back.
What a
with the parry. Ow.
parry on the can. Incredible stuff. Double broken though. Straight to level 3. No, I'm not trying it just yet. Nice flash kick.
Flash kick, yeah, into the knee. And Linz just trying to carry Fang into that corner, get his advantage working. Is it going to be enough? Close to the burnout here, Linz. Trying to just play around that drive bar, maybe a little bit too comfortably into the level 3. So Fang going to spend it early, even, you know, if he can take it into the next round. Going to have that power up on the board there, too.
Be careful now. Oh, there's another whiff punish. Burnout now for Linz. Got to be careful of your forward heavy kick, but whiff punishes like that going to give it free.
Yeah, the drive reversal there, it used most of the remaining bar there for Fang, and it was just easy in the baby booms to get that last little bit of chip damage out onto the bar and then onto the health for Linz to lock that round, lock that set down.
So broken. Fang having a really hard time. The mix-up characters having a hard time against the Guile mix-up. Drive rush into Sonic Blade, air throw, you don't escape. Hail Mary DI, just giving a tiny bit of breathing room.
Linz has got all the answers. Yo, he's got that cheat sheet right next to him and picking them out when he needs them as Fang. How's he going to be able to do here? Again, Linz into the corner. It's going to be that drive, like you say, into just the knee. So no grab there. Or into the grab afterwards. It's going to be a really nice elbow. It's just, again, I think there's two things that are really obnoxious from Kim. It's the walk back animation, and it's just that elbow for the anti-air. And Linz going to be locked down in the corner. This time, Fang should be able to lock it in.
Great pressure there from Fang. Some good whiff punishes to secure their way in. Surprised how little booms Linz ended up throwing at the round got near its end. He's been quite active with dancing back and forth looking for a whiff punish.
Yeah.
I know we're afraid of a slide when we want to commit to a boom. We could be trying to bait with a stand medium punch at least. Maybe not quick enough on reacting.
Okay, good anti-air coming out from Linz, but it's not going to stop Fang's aggression now. Fang, he's just pressing buttons. I think that's all Kim's do. Yo, fake or not, your turn or not, you just press buttons every chance you get.
Good back throw to avoid the can, getting the animation for the invincibility. Level 3's there for Linz now. Anti, but doesn't time the sweep perfectly. That can come back to bite him if he does not guess right on this mix-up, and he just didn't deal with the cross-up. Linz couldn't get it going this game, and Fang ties it 1-1. Good stuff.
Yeah, really well played there, Fang. Just being able to match the aggression. It feels like Linz, you know, the game plan not working out. Just needs to be okay. Really nice boom there, though. The teleport comes through from Fang, doesn't connect into anything. And Linz, again, going to look to fish. This time the overhead isn't going to connect. And I think Fang may be getting wise to that a little bit.
Oh, doesn't get the answer, yeah. Committed to that back face in the corner. Linz been quite active trying to keep Fang there, and that's going to cost him. Sometimes you just need to slow down and run a tight ship on the corner control, not necessarily committing. Nice jump in.
Fang once again going to try and put Linz inside that washing machine, just mix him up all day long. Or I suppose at least for the next few minutes here, because washing machines get really efficient nowadays. Don't need that much time here. The overhead once again. Fang just wise to it, just stands himself up, goes for that parry, and going to be able to protect themselves here. At the throw, ow. Is it going to be up here? The baby boom's coming through once again from Linz, and it's going to be close to burnout. But you can see that Fang, is he going to try and get himself away from this one? It looks like just building up with a parry bar. It's not enough, and Linz will lock down another round.
Some good choices there from Linz in the defense. Managed by level 2, but we have had to spend it while Fang is going to have level 3 ready. Reset, don't break in. With double can, we're going for it, not just single. And a perfect parry again. Such incredible timing from Linz to get that perfect parry against the can. But with a reset like this, he'll be dead.
Yeah, stuffing the drive rush in though. He's going for the overhead. The overhead a little bit slow, so just being able to get the crouch jab turns the round completely on its head here. And Fang, like I say, locking it in and going to be evening it up at least in this set.
Nice throw number 1. Early corner. Linz gotta be careful because the drive gauge is going down a tiny bit each time we decide to block this run. No check. Surprisingly, no check from Fang there. Wasn't ready to prevent that drive rush.
No. And Linz now playing, getting the resources back on the drive bar now as well. The parry's coming out from Fang though. He'll be able to try and play around. He's going to go for a drive rush of his own. It looks like Fang, and again, Linz really happy to just sit in this corner. And Fang, what's the answer going to be? Only needs one opening, but not going to be able to find it here. It could be the level 1 coming out. Linz sending Fang into a spiral and now underneath. So it's going to be Fang's turn. The level 2 comes out, spending all the bar. You got it, you spend it. Linz, though, gets counted out. There's going to be the ultimate coming through here from Fang. Is he going to be able to get this win on the board?
There's a burnout. With Kim's burnout pressure, it can work, especially with a lack of super from Linz. We'll be able to even build it during this burnout because we activated level 2. I can come back to bite him. Corner taken. Overhead, 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 overhead. When you're playing Guile, that's the worst thing you can hear is 15 overheads in a row.
Yeah, and, Kim, again, getting buffed up more. There were some characters that got the burnout pressure removed, even if they aren't the toppest of the tiers. But Kim just feels like she is climbing that ladder now, going to be able to get into a really comfortable spot as a character. And the overhead comes through from Linz, so going to be able to put the pressure on Fang. What are they going to try and do here? The parry comes out, and yeah, just playing it slow from Fang, not really trying to go into too much. There's going to be the throw coming through as well. So Linz, what's the game plan here from Linz? Just going to try and weather the storm a little bit, but throw out from the run. Into the corner
there's
now.
A shimmy. It's looking tough for Linz, getting opened up by all these runs he's having to let go through. You have to be super on the ball to react with a jump, so that command grab is reactable if you react to the stall, but it's such a difficult timing.
Yeah, and Fang just having such a good time at checking that drive rush in into the overhead here, and the cam comes out long range here, trying to get that walk back from, doesn't matter, really doesn't matter. Linz locks down this round at least.
Round up there, but Fang still looks quite comfortable. No anti-air jab on a work out to try for standing knee punch instead. Surprised how little Fang's been able to react with the slide. I know it's a difficult timing, but he's been having such a hard time preventing those jumps. Preventing those booms even. That's another game. Linz moving on to game 5 of this set. 2-2, looking much more comfortable using that drive rush. A lot more to keep up the boom pressure. Stop those far jumps Fang's been going for quite a lot of.
Yeah, and let's see here what they want to do in terms of playing around. Here to start this one off. Linz just backing himself away. Again, this feels where he's most comfortable. Just being able to play this one on the defensive. Look for his openings. Not going to be comfortable here, though. There's going to be the running reset coming through as well for Fang with the cans. Trying to go for that reset, but nothing biting for Linz. So let's see. What's that play? He's just going to be able to get it max range coming out now. And Linz gets that punishment onto Fang. So Fang going to go for the jump over. Not going to be able to do anything from that one. Linz gets that anti-air through. Back into the corner he goes. Oh, nope. Flash kick comes out. Stops whatever plans Fang had.
A lot of missed spaces here from Fang. Just to slow it down, but good DI, okay. Duncan, but they want to spend the drive gauge. Might come back to bite him if he lets Linz skip this corner. We have seen DI resets from Fang. We'll just see the dome breaker again. Fang at set point. Looking to knock Linz out of the tournament.
Let's see here, yeah, because only one can go through. Not going to be able to get the big punishment from Linz. So down to half a bar of drive rush, but going to be more than worth it, it feels like, for Linz. What can he do from this one? Just going to be going in with the knees once again. Finishing off with that flash kick now into the back throw in the corner. And this is going to be Fang. How do you try and react to this one? You're not going to be at life point just yet, but this is still going to be a big pickup here for Linz. Going to send it to the final round if he can get that last little bit of damage out onto Fang.
Definitely Fang with just one random crouch mean kick. Fang is at a massive deficit. Even with the level 3, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. The drive's just too low.
Yeah, and Fang...
Oh, but gets a whiff punish! Oh! A huge whiff punish as well. Starting from that heavy. I don't think we're going to see level 3. That might be saving it for the next Roger the case. Yeah, once we guarantee the kills, we want to spend it.
Okay, the overhead comes in. Just an easy interaction. And again, I've been complimenting him on dealing with the overheads here, Fang, but this time does slip through, on that mental gap. Just opening up here for Linz to take the win in the round.
Oh, nice flash kick. Trying to jump so much, but immediate back throw, okay. Change the situation. Overextension from Linz, but no big punish. We found the whiff, but didn't want to route into stand heavy punch.
And what's he going to try and do? He could try and get back in the corner with a run out, but I mean, Linz looks like he has a couple of answers to this one. And now, are we going to see the boom loops We have another full 70 seconds of this one. The baby boom's coming through as well. Just going to try and do what he can to keep Fang in the corner. And this could be it. One more. The overhead. 2 in a row to lock that in here. And Linz, he gets the win on the board. Fang, not going to be too happy with that.
Very, very well played to Linz at the end. Fang was doing relatively well at avoiding the boom game, but near the end, it's just focus on the anti-air game, preventing a lot of the approaches Fang wanted to go for. That'll be the end of Fang's run. Got some nice points on the board, but with how close they were, I doubt they're very happy with the outcome of this set. We'll see if Linz keeps going for the loser side when they get to see who they fight between Dims and Chico.
Yeah, see who's going to be able to get ahead of this one. We've seen a lot of Dims. I don't think we've seen any Chico on the stream, right?
So Chico is actually another Egyptian player like Linz who will be on the Juri or the Akuma, or whoever they feel like it. Really, they do have a minor back as well. I imagine we'll be seeing the Akuma into the Juri of Dims. They don't necessarily always put the mirror. They sometimes do, but it's quite rare to see the mirror come out from them. We'll wait and see as we get into this set. But I reckon we'll be seeing the Akuma from Chico, which we haven't seen, I don't think, at all tonight.
No, looking through, it looks like it's just been... I mean, we've definitely not seen the Akuma on stream, but yeah, it looks like Chico, for the most part, has been coming through with the Juri.
Okay. It's been Juri today. We see Juri in bracket, but whenever I think of Chico, I think of a multi-character specialist. So, although if you look at the bracket previously, we are seeing like Juri, see a bit of Mai.
Yeah.
But for the Juri matchup, I'm pretty sure he does tend towards that Akuma pick because of the reasoning I see. I've seen too much reasoning for it, but I'd hazard the guess that he just wants the ability to play a strong fireball game, which you do with Mai. But Akuma's dealing with a boom game that's only 1 frame off being as good as Guile's in terms of recovery. So we'll see how it goes as we get in to our coming set. Both are in the lobby.
As well, shout out coming through from RSDD, dropping the $10 for the direct contribution with a comment, "My beautiful." So there's no bias on the characters. You know, it seems like RSDD again. He's trying to spread the love around to these mid-tier characters.
I'm so sure. But we are seeing the Juri today. Okay, I didn't think we see the Juri mirror, but here we are. Chico on that Juri. Nice pickup off of the OD fireball.
Yeah, and see how they want to play it. And it looks like Chico, again, just going to take that dive kick out here. What's he going to try and do in response? Dims trying to play around. There is going to be the fireball in, though. So Chico, yeah, they're just trading off. They're just, practicing the combos here. This is like, may as well be going into the lobbies, right? Just going into the practice mode. Just throwing out the same combos at each other.
Oh, missed anti-air opportunity there from Chico. Very surprised. He'd been pretty on the ball. I was poking that stand face earlier. Dims relying on that foul to force their way in. Crosses under. Good block. Dims prepare for the neutral jump.
Let's see here, though. It looks like Chico, he's not shy about getting aggressive. Going to be able to stuff the drive rush once again, though, on the side of Dims. He's been doing that quite often tonight here, and it looks like with the burnout coming through, how is Dims going to try and take advantage of this one? It's going to be 1 DI. So you want to try and go for anything on the fall. Just going to try and pick space, but no, there's going to be the pinwheel coming through from Chico. So,
nice jumping.
Now out of options.
Dims managed to take round 1. Threading that needle. Both throwing back and forth for that OD fireball. Should have forced the pressure.
So,
what a bait.
Yeah. Tilting a little bit with the pinwheel there. As straight into the feng shui engine, it looks like, from the side of Chico. And just going to be able to keep pressure on. It looks like the throws coming through. Was he going to be able to answer out? Just trying to, again, put Dims. And Dims going to be taking a lot of health from this.
Nice frame trap. Dims being very active on defense. Saw before he was quite active with his pressing on defense. It's enough to Chico to just keep it tight. But that might come back to bite him. -6, too far away to punish.
Seen both Juris sharing a brain cell there for a couple of seconds. It looks like the pinwheel comes out from Dims. And now it's going to be Chico's turn in that corner.
Crutch It's working out. Good check from Dims. He's very on the ball, which in the drive rush. It's quite a difficult thing to do, but he's been extremely quick on the trigger. Unfortunately, this will be corner. He's made it all the way there. How's your mix? Overhead, Goomba stomping.
That's such a, again, I don't know, obnoxious move. It feels like if you try and move out, if you try and stand and block it, it just, it's the damage overhead. And, well, Dims will be able to get himself back in. But, yeah, I've seen more than one person complain about that jump in there from, the Juri. And maybe that's...
still plus. It's still plus on block. It's a button which has such a deep hit. That's very hard for a lot to cast to avoid. Even crouching it early is just very active.
Yeah,
it's not doing too much right now.
Few people that are gripe with that is the drive rush comes through. Chico gonna go full screen to get onto Dims in this corner, and what's the option gonna be? Just gonna keep Dims here with the pinwheel coming through, so just gonna keep Dims under pressure. The OD pinwheel comes out, and it's not enough to get out of it though.
Nice throwaway. Notice how Chico structures his offense now. He's going for these trade traps of stand heavy punch because Dims has been pressing so much. He's really trying to structure it such that he can get the maximal reward out of Dim's habit of pressing. Nice conversion. Super low in the drive gauge. You guys fade level 2 to try and get some better pressure from it. Neutral jump greed, but it's fine. We baited the parry. Dome broken.
Overhead comes out, and yeah, just going to be able to monopolize the time while this level 2 is active and keep Dims in this corner. Oh no, perfect parry. Is it going to be just going to be the pressure back into the mid screen here from Dims?
Throw number 1. Just a fireball up. Super low on the drive gauges. Chico, just be careful. Box one more button. Will go into that burnout. Oh no, level 2 conversion. Level 1 even.
He has the full level 3 on the board here as well if he wants to spend it on Dims, but maybe he holds that if he thinks they're going to be able to go to the next round.
Nice to avoid the crouch B. Just barely mutual burnout. Didn't win a level 3. And because of that, Chico ties it up 1-1. Very surprised you didn't see a level 3 from Dims earlier to try and force a chip out, because it was burnout. And that is one of the better chip out level 3s in the game, just because of its immediate single hit damage.
We've been saying it all night. You got it, you spend it, you lock it in here. And okay, it's going to be the block onto the ODDP coming up against Dims here. And a pinwheel of his own on Chico. And Chico got Dims locked down in that corner. What's he going to be able to do from this one? It looks like Dims trying to work his way out, but Chico going to keep that pressure on.
Yeah, I love the ODDPs Dims has been doing against the fireball traps that Chico keeps trying. I think it's a bit expensive to spend 2 bars every time, but it's been working out a bit. The throw loop.
Oh, the oops all loops locks it in here for Chico.
Level 1's on the side for him though. Level 2 early for Chico. He's been happy to spend it early. Might see it here. No, just go save it. Get a knockdown, get the corner. Gotta be careful from an ODDP now. We might see it from Dims. We've got that fireball in that corner position.
Both players just on the ball at stuffing the drive rush every time it comes in here. And Dims, again, going to be fighting for his life a little bit. He's going to be able to get the jump out, so out of the corner. Is it going to be Chico's time? No. Straight back into the mid-screen. And it is going to be, this time, no level 2. Straight into the level 3 here for Chico. Closing out another one.
The checks have been good from Chico. The offense has been well structured. I'm thinking we're now seeing Dims go for this perfect parry on defense, right? Because we've mashed so much. The way Dims likes to structure his defense against a lot of offense, I mash a lot to try and force him to press buttons on my defense. Give me a free opportunity to go for a perfect parry. Unfortunately, we've not found that parry yet. Only the imperfect ones. Dims will need to try and change up a tiny bit of how they want to structure this. Nice overhead. Big trade combo again. Dims so active on defense.
And it looks like, I mean, Dims, you can see they're trying to go for the backdash, but Chico didn't go for any follow-up onto that one, so he's just happy to wait it out. But now, Dims, what's he going to do? No, the pinwheel comes through, so it's not going to be Chico in the corner. He's trying to play around this one. The parry's coming through as well. Chico, is he going to be coming out? Does he take this one as the... Because this is the battle for the Juri, right? It's not only for moving through to the points, it's for the bragging rights for at least a week to be the better Juri.
It's working out so far for Chico. Dims gonna have to change up how they're approaching that defense. We're going close to burnout here if we decide to ride to DI, and absolutely will. Trade again. Dims not respecting it, but mashing level 1 might be able to close Chico to that burnout. Chico getting all 3 of the fireballs.
And again, both Juri's just sharing that brain cell for a few seconds to get the charges up on the board. And now the drive in from Chico. Going to be broken out from Dims. So really nicely played. He's not panicking out, even if he is, close to being knocked out. He's keeping a head about him here, Dims.
Managed to maintain a stock and drive lead so far. Good check, but no commitment on the confirms. No level 1 to extend. Oh, nice catch, but didn't commit.
No
maybe got a bit more into level 1, got Chico into an even more dire spot. You've let him back into the neutral game.
Burnout comes through from Chico, but I don't think it's going to matter here yet. It's going to be one interaction away from closing this one out. The drive reversal. No punish coming out. Both burnt out here. What's he going to be able to do? The level 1 comes through. And this is going to be a really nice lifeline for Dims.
Bit scrambly there in the early parts of the round, with neither being able to force each other into burnout. Dims looking a bit more consistent post it though. He's just jumping back again against the throw. Chico been relying a lot on that OD fireball. It's been working out great confirm.
Yeah.
Spends the stock for the damage.
Overhead parried out though.
Yeah, but Dims have been very, very good at blocking the overheads. Gonna be able to punish it. Backdash called out. I don't know if Chico's trying to call out the backdash there, but it ends up working out. Dims.
If it works, it's not luck, it's skill, is what
That's true.
Learned.
Oh, can't hit the perfect parry. Good check, but no buffer into the drive rush. He knew he wanted it because of that whiff crouch fizz.
Yeah, see here. I love that. It's just the synchronization between the two players there, getting the fireballs out on the floor. And again, Dims with a punish. Does he have? He doesn't have a lot of bar.
He's built level 1 though.
Level 1. Is it enough?
That should be dead. Yeah, we've got 30% minimum. That'll be enough because the stock boost level 1. Chico takes the set 3-1 over Dims. Goes on to play an Egyptian mirror, which I think we saw early in the bracket as well. Linz, I believe, knocked Chico down to losers in their bracket. Yeah, so let's see what the results like then, as we just keep on trucking for that loser side, and we'll have Chico versus Linz coming right our way.
And it feels like maybe Chico with a bit of an unfair advantage there. He had the costume buff, that pay-to-win costume buff coming through, and it feels like, Dims just wasn't able to keep up with. So Chico gets that win on the board. At least that's what I keep getting told. You give money to Capcom and they will bless you with the wins, which is why I've bought, all the costumes. Doesn't seem to work out for me though. As we look at it, yeah, we've got that last lower bracket match to come through before we get into the losers finals. And again, is there anyone you're favoring coming through into this last little bit of the run?
I mean, with top 4, I'm still an Alphen, you know how it is in the grands, but if I put money on the player scene and loser side, with how I see he's been playing, I won't be surprised if he goes up again, much like last time I was on, to fight not Valmaster this time, but Alphen. I imagine he might play the Guile at that point after the performance was not brilliant into Alphen in winner's side. But I don't count Chico and Linz out. They can all have good performances, but with the way I see these performing, it's going to be an uphill battle for at least one of them. Only one's getting the chance, and I do believe Linz has the edge in this matchup between these two players, playing quite a bit in the Egyptian scene, and of course playing quite a lot in these tournaments as well due to the seeding. Yeah,
and this is where I'd like to be able to get on to to just be able to see the past matchups. Even just like looking at if they're running scrims against each other, running sets against each other as practice, just to see how they both approach this one. Because like say, if they're from the same scene, if they're so familiar with each other, do they change that game plan up when they play against each other specifically? Do they have those pocket strats coming out? Is there anything? So it would just be nice to be able to to look through that history, but unfortunately, we kind of have to go with the information we're giving you. We don't have that. I don't have my crystal ball right in front of me. No DeLorean, anything like that to go through the past to see how that one is going to break down. So we're just going to have to see how it plays out live.
So it goes. Chico already using those stocks to try and build back that super and, of course, get the stock up against the boom. We did see early in the bracket that Chico was playing the Mai into Linz earlier. Might see a switch to that Mai if it doesn't go too well with this Juri. So far, it's just a down bad Guile. It's the tried and true.
Seen a lot of that tonight. The worry was that it was going to be all JPs, but it feels like the Guile has been dominating the stream time coming through. And I'm going to be able to get it again. Boom loops coming through. We've already seen want Juri to suffer to the pressure that the Guile can put on. So we'll see how Chico is going to be able to answer back this time. And Linz found himself in familiar territory here in this corner.
Nice parry, but only getting the imperfect one. Not able to block it standing. Oh, nice into a standing kick, stopping that overhead tight combo.
And now we get the stir down.
It's not a stand he can keep up for long, though. Chico is low on drive and can't afford to really let Linz keep prodding away at it. But neither can he give up the space, let him out that corner. You don't want to work your way back in against Guile, even if you have a small life lead.
Yeah. And he
not with Juri, at least.
Linz trying to set up. Chico, though, trying to, again, he's comfortable playing around at the arm's distance and gets himself through once again into the Feng Shui. So let's see what the combo's going to be. Is it going to be enough? It's going to be enough for the corner carry and the burnout. Is it going to be able to put the pressure onto Linz and secure this first round here? Well, there's going to be the DI into the reset. Yeah, even just the throw would have been enough to get the win on the board.
Yeah, going for the DI there, just very happy to take a level 1. If Linz even wanted to do it, I imagine he didn't want to. Nice counter hit, a forward mean punch. A relatively solid poke we haven't seen too much of, but Chico's been nice at abusing it recently. But force full screen to Guile. It's not fun, to say the least, because you're giving him pressure like this with that drive rush.
Yeah, and again, 80 seconds left on the clock. Is Linz going to try and spend it all here? Just try and create that space, create the gap. And Chico, is he going to let them do this? It looks like it's going to be the drive rush coming in from Chico. Just trying to keep on top of Linz, not let him create the boom loop gap. And now, just be able to, again, with the drive rushes in, the throw into the punish into the corner. How does Linz break out of this?
Just using that drive rush. The boom into drive rush has been working out for giving him a tiny bit of space. Chico hasn't been the most consistent at parrying, but it's been enough. Level 2's on the side, but so low on drive is Chico. He's going to struggle to try and extend by going for a walk crouch mean kick. Just can't afford to.
Yeah, and this is, again, the hardest part of the match for Chico is actually opening Linz up. Once he gets it, once the opening is there, being able to capitalize the burnout comes through, though, for Chico. So Chico really at a disadvantage here up against Guile. So Guile, is he going to try and play around that gap? Gozulting comes in. We'll be able to lock it down and get that win on the board.
A really dire overextension there from Chico. He knew he had enough bar to get a drive rush, but was really relying upon the offense working. Just couldn't get it to happen, and Linz gets the round because of it. Nice counter hit. Big damage.
Okay, inside that corner now. So, Linz, what's the game plan? Not going to be any game plan here as the back throw comes through for Chico. So, outside of that corner. And, again, it's just looking for any opening with the drive rush, fireball into the drive rush here. No throw coming through for Chico, though. So, Linz with still having that life lead.
Nice level 2, and that will be a forced burnout on Chico. Oh, doesn't get it cancelled. Doesn't have the meter, and that might come back to bite Linz. The timer is ticking down on level 2.
Yeah.
And you didn't manage to force the burnout you wanted.
Harry's coming through here from Chico, just, comfortable to play at that distance with the baby booms coming at him. And Linz, what's the game? I mean, Linz still has the life lead, so that's something that Chico needs to work on here. How's that level 3 if there's an opening going to be presented to Chico? But again...
Oh, nice upside down kick.
Dollar Store menu coming through once again, and now Chico, one interaction, one throw, one anything. Could he be able to get a throw of his own?
Lindsay's be careful, moving closer and closer to that level 3 reaction range. Can't get clipped beforehand. Can't afford to risk it. Plus frames being forced from that half screen range. Oh. But again, another upside down kick to high profile these fireballs. Linz up 1-0. And I wouldn't be surprised if Chico went back to lobby for a character switch, but he's sticking it out. Going for the Juri still. It's not working out poorly. I was just expecting, maybe one of the OD fireballs to try and simplify a lot of the game states we're in, where we're having to spend a lot of time waiting for a drive gauge replenishment.
Yeah, and that's the thing now as well, that he's gonna have to be locked in. If Chico goes down a set here, he's locked in right in that third and final set, excuse me. So we'll see if it is going to be enough here. I mean, Chico finding some openings, but not enough to get the punishments out to really close out the set here against Linz so far.
Nice flash. Oh. Just being very patient. I like how well Linz is using the upside down kick and Sobat to just poke over top of all these booms.
Yeah.
All these booms, all these fireballs even.
Fireball, yeah. Played it really well here, Linz. And it feels like Again, maybe has that download so far onto Chico. Chico, there is some good, there's some bright spots coming out from the game plan for Chico, but at the minute it's Linz all over it, feels like. And drive rush, even the parry coming out there from Linz.
Not able to get the whiff punish. Only a simple boom. Nice bait, but Chico has been he's lacking commitment when he's brushing this offense. He managed to get all these baits, but not willing to overextend on it.
The overhead though was back way. Yeah, it's going to open
jump
up
heavy
Linz.
punch.
And now force the drive reversal out here. Going to go back into the throws. The two is going to be wearing off. How's the life lead at least here, Chico? So only a minute left. Does he want to wait the full minute? Just try and play at the Guile game themselves as drive rush comes in. It looks like, again, both players just kind of happy to try and play it, Philly. Never mind. Level 3 going to connect here. It's going to be a big life lead coming out for Linz.
Chico doesn't want to spend all that time full screen giving Linz the space, though, because of that fireball drive rush. Needs to hit a perfect parry, and with the variance and the timing, becomes quite difficult. Even then, if you check it, will it work? We see it time and time again. Get a jump in for no commitment. Oh, Chico didn't believe. And that'll cost him. Linz is up 2-0.
Okay, do we see the swap? No. Straight in. No.
Same with the Juri.
Yeah, maybe that, even if you were going to stick with Juri, just a second to go back, shake it off, just take a couple of breaths, take a swig of water. But Chico, this is, I don't want to call it, it's not the tilt cube, but this is very much like me on the tilt cube. Just get me into the next one, get me into the next one, get me onto the next one. And we'll see if Chico going to be able to make this one work this time here. Going to have to go for the clean sweep, though, on the, get that run back, get the reverse, and Linz one series away from locking the full round, and you'll get moving through to play up against ISDD.
Oh, nice whiff punish. Could have maybe committed a bit more with like a heavy stall beforehand, but didn't want to.
Yeah.
Linz needs to be careful trying to bring this back. Can't afford to make any error if you want to try and win this round. But the longer it goes on, the more meat you're giving Chico. If you don't manage to secure it. Level 2, okay. Can't force a burnout here. Might try a reset. Oh, he can if he just keeps blocking it. Drive reversal on my own terms.
Is it going to be... I mean, okay, yeah, on your own terms, but look at this. Linz just to keep on applying that pressure. Just holding on to that last little bit of drive bar that he's got and just forcing Chico back.
Oh,
Chico though with the jump.
Just barely in the nick of time to beat out the crouch fist Linz was trying for. Very good stuff. Good awareness.
Let's see. Chico, again, looking for the jump over here, trying to play it at the right distance. The overhead comes out from Linz, and Linz just mixing that in when, the option presents itself. Played this one really well with the overhead. So the drive come in. Upside down kick. This time it won't connect out to Chico. Chico had that block ready. Perfect parry. What's the punishment going to be?
Straight into the Diaz, try and punish that drive gauge, but with all the time we tried to punish a drive gauge, he's built it all back with some very careful parries. All the offense Chico's worked so hard for might go away if he can't deal with this drive gauge pressure from Linz. Dome broken.
Again, into that knee. Now trying to force Chico back into the other corner, the other side of the screen. And it's just going to be, is it going to be the driver coming through us to the Sonic Boom into the throws. And Chico, not a lot of life left to play through. The grab coming through as well. Linz, he can just sit, hold him down back and say, you have to come to me. 40 seconds left on the clock. What have you got in you?
Surprised Linz isn't trying to flash kick through these gaps between the heavy release into the fireball, but good whiff punish again. Set point.
Looking clean here for Linz
chance
as well.
Chico.
So, not going to be, obviously, Chico picking up a couple of rounds, not going to be the perfect clean run, but Linz more than happy with this. Going to be 2-0 up, going to be one life bar away from winning this one out, moving through into the losers finals up against ISDD, and we'll see what he's going to be able to do. Chico, is the pressure going to get to them? Do they have to try and play it a little, or definitely need to play it a little bit more clean, but what are the answers going to be here for Chico to even maybe be in with a chance to get at least one set on the board?
Take the throw again. Gotta be so careful now as Chico. Oh, but finds a jumping. Okay. Opportunity taken. All the meat in the world too far away to convert off of that, though.
Yeah, and Linz inside this corner now. Flash kick comes out. Great flash kick there from Linz, but not a lot of drive bar left to play with one. How's
the upside down kick? He might be a bit late.
It
barely works. With how low Chico's driving, we can force a at least difficult spot for Chico. Traffic
wasn't
real low.
Close enough to force anything. Oh, the parry's going to be the burnout now. Chico has to avoid literally everything. Doesn't avoid anything. It's going to be the lock-in from Linz. So Linz, he's got it in the bag, moving through there. And yeah, maybe a little bit of mind games, maybe a little bit of bragging rights over his region mate, because that's going to be a really nice lock in there. 3-0 coming out for Linz.
Yeah, Chico had some good ideas in the neutral game, but in the end, the defense from Linz was incredible. A lot of the interrupts were very great. I'm surprised we didn't see that much in terms of EX flash kicks against the fireball pressure from the heavy stall, the Gozulting. But yeah, very, very well played. Just some good neutral control, some great corner defense. I'm sure Chico, after every single one of these games, going back to the lab, looking at how they can approach the Guile matchup, approach Linz specifically, seeing as though they play so often. But Linz now gets the pleasure of fighting ISDD's Mai. We're not seeing the Guile mirror in this set.
Yeah, and we've got, just before we get into that, 4 codes left to claim. Damascus is going to be popping up there, claiming a code of his own as well. So 4 more. Not a lot of time. Just head yourself over to the Match Arena link, claim that code, get yourself a good feeling, because you know you've contributed to the money that these players are going to be receiving. And yeah, ISDD, he's looking to win back his own $10 here in the losers round. You'll make a good run, maybe take that reversal up against Alphen in the grand finals. But there's a little bit of time before we get to that one, because he's got one more roadblock against Linz, and Linz, he's going to try and get himself up through that losers final there too. So is it going to be the Mai, or are we going to see the mirror coming through? Good win rates overall on both of these players.
Yeah, we saw previously that ISD was able to down Linz quite convincingly with the Mai. I think with Chico also playing Mai, might have had some matchup practice to get ready for this set. But I still do think it's going to be an uphill battle for Linz against this character, because even though the nerfs hit, they didn't change the overall game plan. They didn't change how the matchup really works. Already spending a ton of meter is ISDD. Happens with Drive Rush, 40x Fireball, and already looking low on the meter.
Yeah. Yeah, the wins overall is nice, but I suppose the stat that really mattered on that screen was the matchup win, the 100%, like say, in favor of ISDD. So let's see here as Linz. Is he going to be able to answer this one back, go for the 50-50 in terms of wins, or is it going to be ISDD, again, claiming up another win here as Linz? He's got ISDD fairly low, but ISDD not shy about keeping up this pressure.
Oh, what
the parry going to be punished by the throw? Yeah, just needs to go for the throw there after the Ninja Bees coming out here from ISDD. Would have been able to get a big punish from that.
Unfortunate. Linz with a blunder on the punish, giving ISDD another chance at life and giving the full round he needed. The level 2 on the side of ISDD now. Linz has to be a bit more careful at closer range. What a walk under.
Very nice TP coming out here. DD with the reads, so let's see if... okay, it's not going to be connecting with the overhead there this time. Just a little bit away. Gets a nice flash kick out. The driver's coming in into the bazooka knee. And another flash kick out for Linz. Level 1. No. And there's going to be no charges because that just comes end now, not at the beginning. So you lose a bar of super and you're going to lose your... It looks like as Linz going to fully capitalize on this.
Doesn't even need to spend a Superman. The boom loop started from the optimal. Linz taking a hand.
He's got to get the OD through the fans there as well.
Linz got the meter if he wants to. He's managed to get ISD quite low with a good connect hit. Oh, just raw flash kick catching it. Doing it early. I like to see Linz going for these early flash kicks. We have seen ISD love to jump after getting a fireball on block.
Did he? Not a lot of bar left.
Oh, it's straight to level 3.
Yeah, gonna be able to. I probably needed that option there. Yo, he was so low on a drive bar. Gets a decent amount of damage out onto Linz as well. So it's gonna get him back in. Well, was for a split second into the green on the drive bar, but now is there a block? Yes, there is. Can he finish the round here and now with the DP? Excuse me, will be enough to get the lockdown, and Daddy gets that one on the board.
A very strong showing from ISD there. Linz really struggling against this Mai. Doesn't seem to know where to stand into this character. Doesn't know what's going to be too far away or to give a free OD fireball. To be too close, which can start with this stand heavy punch. Nice DP.
Flash kick coming out. Yeah, it's going to be into the fans. Jumps over the fans. Doesn't find an opening. We'll find it with that jump over this time. And it looks like just the back away coming out from ISDD. Again, blocking all these flash kicks out. Going to be able to go into the punish this time. Level 1 will secure that round. And this is, you know, level 1 to end it. Let's give this mid-tier Mai a quick book. Yo, let's let her carry those charges through into the next round.
Bait used to be believable. Bait used to be believable. I will not fall for the bait. I'm trying.
She needs it.
She needs it. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, nice pressure here from ISD. Just trying to bully the drive gauge out of Linz with all these jumping normals. Nice, only fireball through, but misses the punish, and that's going to be costly. Baits the level 1 this time, and yeah, that's dead again. Oh, reset to try and limit the meter build from ISD. Okay. Nice.
Really nicely played. Really nicely played.
He still has level 1. It's not level 2. It's certainly level 3, but if we can find a good hit in the corner to heavy Ryembu, because right now we're not going to see an OD1, we can try and get those stocks up, and that will dominate the Guile matchup.
Yeah, it does feel, again, it feels like the level 1.
Aye.
Does that connect? It does. Oh, stops everyone in the tracks, including us here, and that's going to be a hell of a lot of burnout onto, or it's going to be damage onto the drive bar and life bar there as well. So, the daddy fully, I mean, he commits to the burnout there, but doesn't get anything for it.
Let's be careful now. It's close to level 2. Just wakes for the level 1. Patient. Oh, Linz drops another crucial punish. We saw it earlier on the heavy elbow, and we're seeing it now on the level 1. ISDD might be able to rob this away when it should have been a closed casket.
We'll see. He has still got plenty to work through, using a lot of that drive bar now. And Linz, no super bar to play with, but a lot of drive bar too. So, as he's going to try and break out the corner, the burnout coming through onto DD. It's going to be the level 2. It doesn't connect. Is it going to be the full punish? Not a massive one, but it is a decent amount of damage. And now, while DD with the level 1 in his face, it's going to be looking tough to close this one out.
Not to chip out. ISD's going to need a miracle to avoid all these booms, but just good patience from Linz. Yeah. Knew that ISD had to jump to avoid the booms, just being patient, looking for an anti-ace enough to give it. Game apiece! Better than it looked last time. I think we saw these two play where ISD did just run away with, I believe, a 2-0 start. Oh, just minus frames the DP. Okay, we're cooking.
Quite literally cooking Guile's face there, yeah, with the fire coming out of the DP. And, you know, DD, not a lot of drive bar, but Linz is in that full burnout, so we'll see what the answer is going to be. The jump over into the dive, but it's not going to be connecting onto him, trying to get behind Linz, but Linz, wise to it, moving over into the flash kick now as well. And look at this one. Diddy just commits to the jump overs. Once again, the level 1 comes out, so going to have the charges coming through this time. What's he going to be able to do with them? Because Didi, fresh burnout into the fresh drive bar reset here for Linz, and Linz is enough to secure the round with a flash kick. It is. Linz never in doubt here for them, it feels like. Yeah,
level 1. Surprisingly, have to use level 1 there. The damage output on that jab start is usually quite scaled, but didn't matter. ISDD, the OD fans are working out, but he's not managed to make the space he seems to want to. From every single one of these hits, with Linz just being happy to walk away. The nerf is being felt from ISDD, who's not been happy enough to just drive rush after this OD fight. You've seen it there.
Yeah, that nerf, you're definitely putting Mai into like the bottom half of the tier list. I think you just walk away. There's no issues. You don't fan pressure.
It's so true.
I say this as if I was a Mai player myself, but like I played her on release. I think I've just got into the habit of like downplay it because it winds people up. I played her on release to like Diamond 1. I was
you're already one of the best Street Fighter players around if you're already in on a downplay. You gotta be downplaying every moment you can, every second of the day. So if there's anything positive about your character, well, actually.
As I say, she's not even my character. I played her for like the first week when no one knew how to answer. I played her to like, and then I immediately swapped off characters. It's just, I know how much it winds people up.
If it works, it works. Sometimes all you need is just tilt people from the hearing.
Yeah, even my own co-caster.
Level 2's the final its way through here, but oh, the boom's quick recovery. ISDD too far away and just too late. Giving Linz a full punish, losing all your level 2 and all your stocks on that. ISDD, one bad confirm away from going down 2-1 in this set.
Yeah, let's see what the answer's going to be.
Into the spin.
Yeah. Into the dive there as well. And has that 1 bar of super. Are they going to be able to get it off here, DD, though? Overhead comes in. But we have the standing block here from DD. Still in burnout. This is exactly where the Guile wants it. I mean, every character, really. What's the fellow going to be here? Has that bar back in just in time? Oh, no, the level 1.
It is for the level 1. Oh, thank God we punished it this time. Oh, so scared. I was so scared when it whiffed because that Linz has been struggling to find that punish time. It's when you get hit too early. ISDD. Let's look out for him. It's 2-1 lead for Linz.
Okay. Yeah, Linz coming through. He's going to say that last win, it was a fluke. You know, we're going to even it up 50-50 across the board. You're splitting the victories here. He's looking for it. He's only 1 set away from locking it in. Get himself through against ISDD and get himself through into the finals here too. So let's see here as Linz trapped in the corner. What are they going to do? Was that a quick parry coming out there as well from Linz? I think it was. And DD, he's got the life lead. He's got the corner pressure now. But Linz, he says he thrives. He lives in that corner. And going to be able to get out. Flash kick, damage out onto DD. DD, what is the game plan here now? Slowly but surely chasing Linz down. Linz, one more anything with a fan, a DI, and closes out the round.
Got a lead now. Level 2 on the side. Oh, no, he's whiff punish. You can't use that back heavy kick tight combo to whiff punish from that far away. It's got some decent range. Not going to find it there.
Yeah. Okay, flash kick counter. And both players just willing to fish it out here. And again, DD into the burnout.
Well, Freak doesn't want to spend it. Doesn't want to believe in the meter spend just yet. Finds a counter hit. ISD, yeah. Not able to escape. Linz at set point. Full level 3 on the side. The jumps are difficult for ISD. The neutral can be difficult, but we found our way through. Immediate level 1. No, level 2 for the DP in the corner.
Oh, no, into the
one extender.
Oh, really nice damage coming out here. And it looks like I mean, look at this one. DD immediately traded into that corner. It was good to start out, and we get the baby booms coming through here. Daddy, not a lot of drive bar left here. Gonna be whittled down here from, it feels like, just to get the reversal that burns out on his own terms.
He's just waiting for his opportunity. No reason to overextend just yet. I see a burnout coming in. Yeah, goes to crash B push. Good jump, but that stack push to the DI will give him the hit. Nowhere near enough to kill. We will put a ton of meter for both us and ISDD. Level 1 for the safe jump. Nice air throw.
Grab. Really
Give me another grab. Give me one more grab. No, wake crash. Medium kick doesn't. No aggression on the knockdown. Afraid of a possible level 1, giving ISDD that round, that game, that 2-2. Just needs one more to go up against Alphen in that winner's side for the rematch.
Yeah, DD with the stay of execution there. Getting, again, it's not luck, it's skill if it works. And Linz with the back throw coming out. DD in the corner, though, taking a lot of damage here. How does DD get out of this one? It could be the ODD. Trying to go back to mid-screen, but Linz is saying, you are going nowhere. Let's get you right back in that corner. It looks like, again, going to have to spend out DD here for the burnout. Trying to get himself out, and it looks like Linz going to be more than happy with this.
Linz just needs one more, but we said it before. We've seen it now. Level 1 to the side, though. If Linz stays at a good distance, maybe level 1 against an OD fan, but not finding it there. Going to pressure OD flashing just to escape. I don't mind it. The OD fan's back in.
Yeah, as RSTD again trying to find that spacing coming out here. For the booms into the fan though. Is this going to be level 1? It is. Level 1 comes out. Going to be able to keep Linz in the corner now as well. OD flash kick comes through here. DD wants to play around. It looks like Linz again going to be happy with playing it at a distance. Got to be careful though. Going to be low on that drive bar.
Level 2's there. Nice interrupt. Got to be careful now as ISDD. DI's there. We could just also chip out of the OD. Boomer gets clipped. ISDD gets counted. Maybe trying to do a level 2 to escape, but it just ain't gonna cut it. Linz takes this set 3-2 over ISDD and gets their chance at a rematch into Alphen. Both of these looking for the run back, but Linz is getting his opportunity. Unfortunate from ISDD, can't claim back that £10 to the match arena. One of these two in the finals is.
But again, there's the feel-good factor of throwing that money in, just giving it over to the players that are going to be competing for it, and there is only a couple of codes left to claim to get that prize pool right to the very top. I think we have it's 3. Yeah, so
There's
a
only
little
3
bit
codes
behind
left.
you, yeah,
Come
3
on,
codes
do the
behind.
code claiming.
Who hasn't claimed a code in chat? Get yourself over to the Match Arena link. Just hit that claim code button. Let's max it out. You know, show me a guest into this community that the FGC looks out for each other.
It's funny that ISD added £10 to the prize pot and then didn't add the Matcherino code. Like, Cammy gave us the big cash drop, and went, I don't need to claim that code. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's out now. He doesn't kind of go towards that one. Is that like the great manners or the ultimate BM that you don't even claim the code even though you drop the money?
Tiny bit of BM, I think. It is good. Very much appreciated, Tenor, but it is pretty funny you didn't claim the code here. But I'm seeing people in chat coming in, doing their part. Thanks very much to all you lot as we get ready for our grand finals. Our final game. Let's see if Alphen can repeat what we managed in that winner's side. Or if Linz can, after a pretty good showing in the loser side, can make it all back.
See, that's something that, I still need to get my head around a little bit. The reset and the grand finals. I get it. You're going through the winners, so that's like your rewards, the extra life coming through. It's just, again, coming from games, the grand finals still goes on for like 7 hours anyway, even before a reset. It's just something that, like, it's a little bit foreign to me, and I always forget about it.
I mean, coming from like games like Dota, you don't really run that many double elimination brackets, though, right? It's generally quite single elim focused. Yeah,
double elim. Everything's double elim in Dota. Yeah.
Okay.
There's like 1 or 2 events, but for the most part, everything is like the big LAN events. It's all double elim.
Sure. Okay.
It used to be that if you came through from the winners, so it's your most grand finals were best of 5. If you came through for the winners, you got to win on the board, so you only needed to win 2.
Sure.
But that kind of like people got bored of that. Like it wasn't a true showing of a team skill. Like the
full 3 games, less bans.
Yeah.
Okay. I always assumed it was single elimination because the length of the games, of course. But surprised to hear.
Dota Day can last. A grand finals day can last like 11 hours. Long days.
Yeah. Oh, Alphen's a lot of whiffs already. He's been very, very much struggling to space around Linz, who's been pretty patient. So what he's pressing. Nice check on the drive rush. When you've got the down back in Guile, you can't commit, and Dome broken. A very fast game 1 from Linz.
Yeah. I like that there as well. Alphen was trying to kind of shuffle his way in with a forward down back, and Linz still find that perfect window to get the flash kick out. And speaking of flash kicks, going to start this one off with a flash kick here too. Alphen blocking out that last overhead. The knee comes through into a throw though from Alphen. What's he got to try and get the punish out? Got nothing in the back here as Linz gets a little bit more damage on the board.
I'm checking the dash. Surprise from Alphen. He's been so focused on the neutral game trying to find a whiff punish, but he's been unable to check these dashes, unable to stop Linz from just bullying this corner. Might see just the DI here. Yeah, with a perfect awareness on the meter, going super early to the DI, guaranteeing that round. 3 rounds in a row in the past 2 minutes. It's not looking too great, Rob.
It ain't. Well, I mean, it's looking great for Linz here. And I don't get to take any blame for this one because I was asking you who are the favorites. So it's you that dropped the curse onto Alphen here. We'll see if that's going to continue through here. Alphen going to be grabbed out of the just plucked straight out of it, straight back into this corner. And Linz spending all of this bar. Yeah, he's going to have the damage it looks like to close it. No,
level 3.
And doing a flash hit. Okay.
Back to bite him at the 7 goal letters on the side. Try going for a flash kick, not enough charge. Alphen going to maybe try and rob this back, but it's a long road with Linz almost out of burnout. Level 3, just can't be anything but overcoming there. 2-0 to Linz already, looking for that reset. God damn.
Reset here as well. Yeah, if you can get another one on the board, it's again what we've been playing for. Feels like 30 seconds, and Linz is already 2-0 up. That's not the game plan from Guiles that I'm used to seeing.
I mean, it's the button time from Alphen. You kind of walk up, press crouch me and kick, but getting stuffed out near every time by Linz's immediate button pressing things like crouch me and punch, a back heavy punch. just can't seem to get the timing right. Needs that poking early with the stand heavy, keep pressing those quicker buttons instead of going for these longer walk-ups that weren't necessarily working out before.
Yeah, and look at the pressure. Real nice flash kick coming out though from Linz, and just keeping Alphen from fully being able to capitalize on the burnout pressure here on Linz.
Waiting, DI, reset, not going to be enough, getting against the corner. Level 1 still there for Linz, and he will be out of burnout after this next throw.
Yeah. Does he want to spend anything? No.
We have to kill, even if we try with level 2. He's like, attacks! Oh, he reaches! He tried to escape.
Yeah. And I think that's where we've seen Alphen tonight at at the best, when they're just playing patient. They're trying to bait that out. They're waiting, they're reacting, and they're not going full gung ho. They're not throwing themselves into punishments.
Oh, nice tech again. Alphen doing better on defense now. Level 3. Might see it hit. No, we're saving it for a rainy day. Meaty dive kick for the plus frames, and again. We saw it earlier in the winners finals. Linz is a statue against us walk back and forth. Not pressing, not biting on anything.
See here is Alphen with a bit of shuffle going on, but Linz going to be able to send him back into the corner. Does he want to throw out? Yeah. Kick comes through, and this is going to be one on the board here. Linz, he is so close to that reset. See, again, the down back coming through. Alphen gonna be able to find the winner with a throw, though. Does he capitalize? Just gets, a cheeky couple of jabs out into the spiral arrow, out onto Linz, and Linz gonna take another throw in the corner now. Driver is coming through, and nothing from the follow-up onto Alphen here. So Linz can hold that down back. Can't get back. Does get behind it as he goes for the jump up. But Linz, how does he get himself out of this one? He's so low on life. Not a lot of resources left on the bar.
Stone! Like he's a statue! We barely ever press! Don't walk back and forth enough. Alphen gets on the board. I'm really liking the button time from Alphen. Linz in neutral, just delay buttons. Very, very late on every single press. Seeing Alphen go for these either earlier hits, try and catch him off guard there, try and counter hit him, or even just walk up jab as another counter option to catch these delayed buttons that Linz has been trying. Might see a change of plan.
Try to go for the sweep there, just a little bit out of range. Spiral arrow into this corner. What can Linz do? Trying to play around. Still going to be going for the throws, though, out from Alphen. Are we going to hit oops or loops? Nah, just the shuffle. Doesn't get that third bait out from Linz.
Another delay press from Linz comes out. Alphen able to check it. Level 1's on the side. That should be enough to kill with the last hit doing the chunk. Yes. Another round for Alphen. Okay. Keeping the trainer going. Keeping the trainer rolling. Linz struggling in this neutral game.
Maybe a little bit, he cooled down a little bit in between, his round and coming into this grand finals. Just needed to get the blood back to the hands. Warm back up here, and Alphen, looking fairly dominant in the last few
Nice bait! Level 1's here, won't be burnout, but honestly, even worse spot being close to the burnout because you feel the obligation to act. Level 1 comes through again, still not burnout. I forced level 1 here.
Okay. Not quite dead just yet. Well,
walk up.
As the words come out of my mouth, he was able to get the sweep, getting that kill out. And Linz now, well, it's going to be right back in Alphen's favor. Can Linz get himself back in? He's holding on by his fingertips, and it might just be enough to pull him back up. Or is Alphen going to stomp all over them and send Linz down here? Is Alphen ascend? I don't know where I'm going with this. Stop me. It's been, we've been going for a few hours now.
It gets the best of us. Gets the best of us for long times. Oh, what a check.
Coming out with anything as the perfect parry. To be able to go into the flash kick.
Couldn't get a landing punch because the Sonic blade in front of him. Very rarely the blade is not a beneficial thing to have set up in front of you. Good defense from Alphen though. Been very good at blocking the overhead. So getting hit by a few to start the set. Been very on the ball. Perfect parry for the side switch. No, doesn't go for a full charge.
Spiral out back to the mid screen. What can we do from this one? Linz just going to be backing themselves away here. It looks like baiting out parry to the throw.
Oh, the DP busting through. Needs to be super careful with his drive gauge. Level 1's there, and you just gotta commit against a fireball. Your drive gauge is so low, your health is so low. Have to commit, but it's given Linz a set point after being so far away from it.
Yeah.
Managed to find our way back in. Level 2's there for Alpha. We'll try and react to a fireball, but I doubt it's going to be seeing that this game.
Spin knuckle, it connects, and we're going to see how much of the resources you want to commit onto this one. Spiral arrow comes through, and it looks like the throw into the corner. So it doesn't use all of the drive bar here. As Alphen I mean, does he want to spend? Does he want to go for the level 3 here in the corner? There's going to be the throw being teched out, and it looks like Linz, well, it's going to be his turn to have that corner to control coming through, but it looks like this one should be with a level 1. Yeah, it's more than enough to get evens, at least in this set.
Alphen 1 round away from the big point payout of today. Put himself comfortably at first seed.
See that.
Parry.
Linz, you know, he could still go for that reset. He's only going to be 1 round away himself to look to get it back. And, yo, what's he going to be doing defensively?
We need to be careful. He's been trying to jump away like we saw from ISD earlier, but gets caught. Tekken! One last mix to a level 3. If we get shimmy, it might be, oh, we have to spend here. And we're seeing level 3 to avoid anywhere near close to burnout. Does need to be careful because Alphen is close to the yellows. In it now. A CA won't kill, but one bad boom. And that might be spelling the disaster for Linz. Just being patient, though he knows Alphen's looking for a reaction. Changing what he needs to react to.
Okay. Oh. The pressure is kind of on this round, but overall it is off because Alphen knows he's got that reset. He's not waiting to just dancing the way back into the corner.
Linz, get in the reset. It ain't done just yet. 3 more games to take. Alphen was so confident walking up, but didn't want to commit to a button until right at the end.
Okay, we are going the full distance. We are getting all of our bang for the buck here in the set and reset today, and I'm going to be able to get ourselves into a last set, a last match here with, would you say, the mental edge now going the way to Linz, or is Alphen, you know, shaking it off, getting a couple of minutes break before we get back into it?
It's still a close game. I don't think Alphen particularly minds because Linz been going game after game after game, right? He's not really had a breather. Alphen's had a long time to wait and probably recuperate himself coming into this game.
Okay, well, you see, it's spammed a few times in chat here. Linz equals win. Is he going to be able to turn this into a big dub, or does he take the L? As it looks like Alphen again going to be keeping him in the corner for now. Going to be able to check that drive once again here as Linz takes a little bit of damage. A flash kick. Does this get him back to mid-screen? Just going to be happy to sit here.
What a whiff punish. Catching the low hurt box.
Yeah.
Linz needs to be careful now. A raw DI might be fine from Alphen just to try and do it to, yeah. Even if he level 1'd, it would have still been a fine situation with full screen, but we're still in burnout as Linz, and that is dead without having to spend any meter. Super's all there, sitting in wait.
Feels like, you know, we're chewing fingernails over this one. Because like you say, it is close here. It could be anybody's game. Alphen with that 1 round in the reset. He connects out, but isn't able to follow up into a punish from that.
Nice, can't wait to confirm.
Shot in the corner now.
Alphen's going to struggle to make his way out, especially with how much... In fact, no, goes to jump face now. Lin's been trying for so many air throws, we've changed up how we're running all of our jumpings. We're changing up how we're timing it. Big counter hit.
Really nice there on with the spin knuckle in, and Linz, well, going to be sent to the other side of the screen. Level 3 is built for Alphen. Going to be able to, again, really nice check coming out onto the drive rush.
He's just been a statue as Linz. Been so happy to give him a tiny bit of space, but with staring down the corner, we can't take a level 3. Just a statue. Doesn't respond.
Yeah, he'd be happy with the old fella's chair on the other side of the screen there. Just sit himself just in that corner, just have a nice break, it feels like, here for Linz.
And Alphen's still trying to bait out a tech, but he's just not biting. Gets the throw there for the life lead. 30 seconds on the clock.
So the answer going to be here. And again, this is going to be no strange territory for a Guile player. Using all the time offered to them, but it looks like Alphen spends level 3, locks it in.
Just the walk in from Alphen right there after the light to call out Linz giving up the space. He's been walking back quite a bit after these situations. He's catching on. And because of how passive Linz has been, the statue-like game plan's not going to work when you're giving up space like that.
See, as
tries to sweep.
Yeah, Alphen, again, with that advantage now, so it's going to be up to Linz trying to pull something back like he did in before the reset here. As Alphen using a lot of the drive-by, using a lot of resources. It's why you have them, but we'll see if Linz going to be able to take advantage of still being in the green. He is the throw into the burnout. What's that burnout pressure going to look like for Linz? Nothing. As Linz turned back on by Alphen.
Yeah, we can block that. Too late on the level 1. Linz was happy to wait a bit longer to force his pressure. Alphen will... If we... Oh! Okay, I have to interrupt the bazooka knee pressure. We're out of burnout. Good air to air again.
Okay.
But still it's a long walk to that corner, and every hit counts. He can't even afford to go for DI now, because if you get hit, it'll be done.
Yeah.
Linz takes this round. First run of the board. Post reset. So
let's see if Linz can capitalize being ahead this time around. And again, mental fortitude to come through. Not only that, like you say, that these they've been playing now for over 4 hours. So, it's kind of like we were talking about it early on. Playing Street Fighter for like an hour, 2 hours is enough to turn my brain to mush. But not only playing the game, but playing it in a competitive setting like this one. It's gonna be. I wonder how the players are feeling this late on into the bracket, into this grand finals.
Can't tap out just yet, though. I imagine with a couple of breaks here and there, Alpha's probably feeling great, but it's not good enough right now. Linz on the board, 1-1. A bit of a change of style, going for a lot more drive rushes now, has been able to call out Alphen doing these really rare parries at the back heavy punch. I imagine Alpha's trying to pivot parry a boom, but we've seen Linz go time and time again for this back heavy punch into a Sonic Blade. And even if you're parrying these Sonic booms at his closer ranges, half the time they're true block strings. Because a heavy's got so much block stuff, you can't parry in that gap.
Yeah, and you see that Linz again being forced into this corner here. Alphen just keeping pressure on, pressing those buttons. No, spin knuckle, it's going to be jabbed out here, and Linz going to try and go with the drive rush advantage, gets that throwback onto Alphen. Well, the boom's going to be parried out here, but Linz going to be able to get another one on the board. It looks like trying to go with the upside down kicks as well. So Linz has that life lead. What's he going to be able to do to try and play around this?
Nice parry again. Level 1's there. It's not going to do much for Alphen. Getting so aggressive with the dive kicks, but the spacing is just not good enough. Linz maintaining a perfect spacing to avoid any sort of dive kick pressure there. And again, trying to check the drive rush the blade up. You need to interrupt it before it happens. I see these flash kicks in the back again. All the hard work Alphen had to get in, and he's just taking more and more every single repetition of this sequence. 2 back heavy punches in a row. No CA!
In that burnout now for Linz. Is this an opening coming through for Alphen? He's going to be able to get the dive kick out now into the spiral arrow. Trying to put the pressure out onto Linz, maybe forcing back. Again, go coast to coast from corner to corner. Screen to screen, wall to wall. Other boundaries as it looks like Linz now. He gets the jump over.
Oh my days. Incredible jump from Linz. And we saw it earlier. Alphen had CA, but didn't want to spend the level 3. Maybe a miss input on that side, but Linz able to bring it back after a miss input previous.
Okay, and now Linz, 1 away from the true finals win.
We saw this situation before. Alphen was able to tie it up last time, but as it stands right now, the neutral game's becoming possible. And Alphen's not being particularly willing to commit to throwing offense. We've seen him shimmy a lot, but never a long walk up.
And again, both characters are able to, just sitting, doing the neutral dance here, just seeing who's the first one to blink. Linz going to be able to get himself in, flash kick to end the combo. And Alphen, what's he want to try and go for here? It's going to be a whole lot more damage out on the side of Linz. And it feels like, Linz, full advantage coming into this final set.
Alphen needs to check how he's dealing with the Sonic Blades. When he gets in close, it's that back face and the Sonic Blades making his neutral impossible. Of course, the pokes have been hard. It's all been difficult. Oh, okay.
No disconnect. Just taking a couple of seconds here, both players. Just thinking about it. What do you want to do next?
Seeing any lack of movement from Alphen's always a mind boggle. I imagine just breaks your mind when he's not dancing in and out. Too low on health right now. It's going to take a lot in these last 26 seconds to bring this round back. We don't have a level 3 to do a good chunk of damage, and with a level 2 like that, that'll be the round.
Just sets up, for the flash kick to end it out. So Linz, this is it. It could be all over here. Alphen needs to pull it back, needs to get back on the horse. And Linz, he's got the confidence. He's going to have at least that 1 round. He's going to have a full match advantage here as well. So Linz not sweating it just yet.
Just walking away from Sonic Blade, just letting it happen. Not going for a medium DP to get a good trade conversion. Not willing to check over crouch like it anymore because it was whiffing earlier. Alphen seems a bit lost with the Sonic Blade pressure. But if you find a whiff punish, though, gets me better moving. Level 3. Oh! Well, free on the side of Alphen, Linz does need to be careful for whiff punish because it will lead to a good grip, but look, pretty happy as it stands to take a level 3 if it means there's a little bit of meter Alphen's forced to spend.
So you want to use it here. Just going to go for the spiral arrow into the DP, so not going to go full super commitment just yet. No ulti spend. And Linz, again, happy in this corner. It's going to be another level 2 coming out. What can he do with this? Is it enough?
No, it won't be enough. The OD's not enough because of the tiny bit of scaling because of the drive rush. Alphen's got level 3. But a tiny micro walk into an OD boom will cut it short. And again, the stone-like defense of Linz just letting Alphen walk directly at him.
And you know, he throws it. Oh, the jump bunny doesn't make the gamble.
And the whip punish. Like, you've got a little free here, Alphen. And he's not taking any gambles. Finds the route, the jump against the hooligan to avoid it, but no landing button. It's going to cost Linz a set given to him.
Yeah.
Horrible reaction, but just not enough.
Whiffing the throw there as well. This is... Damn, dudes, this is going to the wire, it feels like. I will be disappointed if we don't go to the final set, because this is just so great to watch.
Nice jump jab, but once again, even if you get a jab, there's still plus on landing. Linz stuck in his corner. We saw it last game, wasn't the worst, but it's been getting harder and harder to defend.
And Alphen now the driver's really nice flash kick coming out, and again, Linz, it feels like he's been getting away with that one, not only there, but all evening, just being able to get in with the drive rush into the flash kicks. And let's see Alphen, if it's again on that mental stack to look to punish it, because you have to watch out for those overheads too, and Linz really playing around this one.
Alphen needs to be super careful right now. The life bar is at a perfect range where if Linz can find a correct boom loop with level 2 activation, not anymore, could be the end of the round. Drive rush for the pressure.
Let's see what he's going to do. Yeah, you like say Alphen, not got a lot of bar left here. It's going to be one more. It's going to be burnt out, and it could be full end here as well. Linz, though, going to be playing it back just a little bit.
The spin knuckle through won't be enough. Is the mixer to do it? We're finally going for the throw. Linz won't crack just yet. He's careful walking back. No, finds it! Linz into the DP. The flash kick to close it. Linz is your big 125-point winner. Very well played.
Really well played. Again, to hold the nerve just to get through and play so comfortable all the way through that one. Even, you know, when there was that bit of a resurgence coming through from Alphen, didn't let it shake him. You know, he held his nerve, went back into the full reset, and was able to close out. Really well played there. And I'm just a little bit sad, we didn't get the full run, but Linz, congratulations on picking up the 1-to-1 points.
Yeah, just some incredible control. The stone-like nature of how he played it wasn't working out too great in the winner's side, but back in the grands, his ability to just be incredibly patient in the neutral in the offense is just good enough. Thank you for watching. We got all the codes claimed. Yo, we didn't take much. We got them all claimed. Thank you guys for keeping it up.
Yeah, and,
today. But that
it always seems to, by the end of the show, every code seems to be claimed. You know, we get there in the end. We look out for each other. So yeah, and that's gonna be again a win on the board. So congratulations once again. But I still think it points with the points that Alphen got. You'll keep him at the top of the board, and going to be a close second, maybe well not close, but going to be into second place now for Linz overall on the points.
Yeah, and that'll swing Linz quite up an incredible amount. It's going to secure his spot in that top 16 for certain, if it wasn't already pretty secure. Very well played to him, but we'll see if he can try and find a win in the coming weeks. Of course, been good being on tonight. It's been a lot of close games today. Some nights we see quite a few blowouts, but today it's been pretty close here, there, and everywhere, and matchups going back and forth. It's been a pleasure to be on tonight.
Yeah, I've had a really good time. Great to be able to cast with you as well. Again, I get to, it feels like every time I get to cast you, I'm getting new co-casting, just feeling every single one, you're having a great time with them, because obviously you know your stuff, the cast I've worked with in the past know their stuff as well. But it's just nice to be able to get the opinions, get the perspectives from different people. So I really enjoy being here as well. Yeah, I'm glad to be able to last minute stand and be able to show up and be able to take part, because it's always fun when I get to cast something different. Yeah,
it's been nice having you on. It's been having the insight alongside the Dota side. But that should be it from us tonight. Hope to see you all next week. Get entering if you want those points on the board, because in these last 2 weeks you're not entering. Your odds of making it are slim at best. So put it bluntly, just get involved, get entering, try and get that free trip to UFA. And of course, keep on tuning in for some of the best EU Street Fighter we have to offer. That'll be it from us. Take care. You got anything else to say?
No, I'm good. That's what. Yeah, I thought we were leading now.
Well, yeah, take care, guys. See you next time.